one. I mean, I'm going to get more into it later on because we have a match going on already.
Oh yeah, we sure do. It's gonna be Giovanna versus Asuka R. Kreutz here, aka That Man, as Giovanna started us off with a // there, but right now getting zoned out by Goats. Now, the beautiful 6P, gonna control the screen for a little bit.
Ooh, nice throw too. Goats opening it up, but Zappa trying to make their way back in, just getting too deep for it though. And look at this juggle all the way to the corner in the OD.
That damage is pretty massive, but what kind of game was trying to be? Damage wasn't high. Zappa right now trying to get in, but not gonna work against Goats right now with an overhead big book. Oh, that's the Maka chop.
Yeah, the gameplay of That Man, of course, is not getting drill kicked. That's not your game plan, as Zappa's just rushing you down in the corner.
But that was a good idea from Zappa, though, because Giovanna's spiral arrow can definitely cancel out some projectiles, especially if it's enhanced. But nice HP there from Ghost to prevent that from even coming at them. Not sure if that was intentional, but they're going to make sure to capitalize off of that with another big book, and we're going back to the first stage.
Already back here, and Zappa is trying to just come in off the air, getting punished for it, though, and that's going to be Goats already taking a first game.
Yep, and this is gonna be, I feel like this matchup, Zappa can make this matchup work. They just have to be very mindful about how they maneuver around Asuka. We already know Asuka's one of those characters that, with the book, has many different projectiles, many different tools for a zoner, no less, right? Let's keep that in mind. They got a whole lot to work with there. They could just approach however they want to. But it's a lot of resources to manage at once.
Yeah, definitely a lot of resources to manage from Asuka. Definitely played a lot before with them. Of course, That Man, they have many projectiles that they can just put out on the screen, especially at once, and especially for a character like Giovanna, of course, trying to rush in with either spiral arrow or coming in from the sky, trying to get throw loops. It's going to be very hard to approach.
Yeah, and you know, when you use the system mechanics for this game as well, it can also help utilize zoners' more potential and their capabilities to attack. As you see here in this match right now, we're going to be finding out in just a few moments how that works out. Full attention is already being built up. Got a lot of media work right there. 50% Ghost decides to go in, but an early burst from Zappa, not sure if that's going to count later on, but we'll see.
I mean, but they both got their burst out, but already we're seeing an RRC allowing Goats to just continue their combos, send some fireballs out, warping in to continue it all the way to the East Coast from the West.
Yep, and we're going right to a different state as well as we see our good friend jump, but Goats with good response timing, able to catch them out of the sky, gonna put us in duel 2.
Goats has been doing such a good job of just locking Zappa down, and it's just, I feel like they can't approach, as I highlighted before. But there we go, as I say that.
Yep, landed that 5H like it was nothing, and there's another big 5H to go in as well. Just keep the corner, don't let them out. There's a 2D from Asuka, able to create some space now to get some stocks back up. Nice, closing that gap immediately.
Absolutely, and there we go. We're keeping this Oki up, getting another counter. We might be able to break the wall here, getting the hard knockdown after the OD too.
That's a lot of up dog right there. That 214K on Giovanna is very good, very fast, and covers a lot of space at once, and is good combo filler, but a 6P does not matter what I say.
Not at all, especially when you see, oh my goodness, we're in the middle of an attack that's gonna hit, and that is going to KO, allowing Zappa to get up.
And Ghost didn't even have any meter to RC and save themselves, or at least try to block it, right? But now we're 1-1 in the round. It's going to be a lot for Ghost to probably come back from, but Zappa giving them a lot of space to work with, which you don't want to do versus a zoner.
Not at all. You got to be going up in their face, but Zappa is just keeping themselves in distance, trying to air dash, but getting caught again from those fireballs, allowing themselves to get OD'd in the corner.
And once again, breaking the stage right here. Let's see what the next mix-up is. No mix, just runs up and blocks out. I like that idea. I really do.
Definitely allows to at least ooh, wait a minute, we're going for an OD in the projectile, and I'm just going to go through that.
And they broke that shield as well, but a 2D. Good stop. Another super. Oh my god.
Just put that dog down. Just put that dog down.
Put the dog down. Put the dog down, bro. That felt very, very charged, I gotta say. I felt like I felt that one. I can't lie.
I did too. I imagine playing as zoner. You're just like, get out of here. I do not want you in my face, and literally just use the OD.
You ever try to interact with a zoner and they just shoot you with a projectile? They're like, yeah, I don't want to play this matchup no more. Get on my face, bro. That right there is how that felt. That's how that felt to me.
Bro, I literally played Asuka earlier, and I played Chip. How do you think I was playing that matchup? That was the same thing.
I'd assume you were able to move around more than Gio could, but man, that right there, I don't know. You might be on to something.
Yeah, I could move around more, but that doesn't mean I was getting zoned up on them fireballs.
That's you know what? That's true. You got a point. Well, anyways, we could talk about zoning in this match, right? You want to know why? Because let's see how they start this match. Let me look.
Zoning. We're already starting.
Already starting off. Look at the cube. So geometry dash.
Playing geometry trash, trying to warp into, but gets caught with the spiral arrow, forcing the burst.
Man, this dude Asuka got that side systema from Hitman Reborn, bro. They gave him the blueprint.
Oh my goodness.
The fireball.
This is just absolutely brutal right now on Zappa. Wait a minute. OD just saved themselves? Okay.
Yep. It's not brutal at the moment, but it's going to be really tough for Zappa to make a comeback. Ghost is up by 2 right now, it seems.
Zappa's got to go for a full reverse sweep, and we're respecting that cube a little too much.
Yep, definitely respecting that cube and that book as well. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a scholarly beatdown right now. Another 6H, another 6H. Here's a throw. You got hit.
Absolutely brutal, because now we're on set point for Goats.
Yes, indeed. Goats doing a wonderful job on defense right now. He's landing a lot of throws, landing lots of 6Hs, and doing very good with zoning. Zappa also has been respecting that zoning a lot. He's got to close that gap a little bit more if they can, but right now, in the corner, got to hold pressure for a little bit longer, but a beautiful escape, and is still able to keep the offense going.
Absolutely amazing. There we go. Spiral arrow. We got Goats once again in the corner. Just got to be in their face. Goats trying to trip you up, and there we go. The signature throw when they're in defense.
Gets opened up low with 2D once again. That's a very quick and unseeable low damn near from Asuka, but the OD. Alright, no help.
Oh, gets PRC'd though, and from leaving them very weak and opened up from that. Yeah, that's gonna do it.
I didn't even know that character had an overhead. It's here! I'm gonna talk to my AI. It's giving me wrong information. Once again. Anyways, this combo hurts like hell. He going to the next zone. Let's see how this turns out.
You people just put me through a Sin mirror last night on CFGC, and now I'm watching another one. Another one.
Well, I can tell you what. We got one Sin RX here, going in all the way, putting Domi right back into the corner right now. But Domi just fought back and has now got the upper hand. Beautiful combo, starting to make it all the way over to the other side of the coast, right?
Trying to get there, trying to use the beak driver RRC. Oh, there we go, Tyrant Barrel.
Tyrant Barrel, yep, and there it is. GG's, also.
I literally saw one last night, and they're already coming in with the double Sin to it. It's absolutely insane. Like Hawkbaker, yeah, that's gonna be the GOAT.
Oh man, Sin mirrors are pretty funny sometimes. You guys, they do crazy stuff like that 2S right there from that range, but it's a pretty good Sin button to even use in the first place. There's a burst from RX though, and now DomiWurld gonna take advantage, trying to close that gap and blocking the overhead from RX. That's just away right now. I gotta imagine if I were Domi, I want to use his super to burn to get another kill, which is probably gonna be game 1. Yep, game 1.
Very good game 1 off the bat for Domi. Again, just showing how good Sin is right now. Literally one of, if not the best rushdown character in my opinion. I know my GOAT chip is there, but Sin just has so much more, especially the conversions off of stamina. It's just perfect.
Well, yeah, you gotta remember, Sin's got very belligerent buttons, the likes of 2S, 4S. He still has his not Rekkas. They're like kind of like pseudo Rekkas, because you can cancel them into each other. But Elkun into Hawkbaker into Beak Driver. He's got a lot of that to work with. And the only difference is his stamina meter has changed. But it is still very good stamina meter regardless. He gets one knockdown, eats up, back in the game.
You have a way of getting that stamina back up, but blocking that Beak Driver is not what RX wants, especially being put in the corner, getting comboed, forcing that burst.
And you gotta keep in mind that when you're blocking Sin, you're still gonna be putting a mix-up game regardless, because some of his special moves are safe on block, or he can just follow up right after with a dash, input it, and be able to make a guess for your life. Either go for a grab, strike, throw, or high-low.
Oh goodness, especially, yeah, look at that, trying to use the 2D again, going for that Hawkbaker, already setting up. That's what we see a lot. Both of them are just going in, using Hawkbaker, and of course they got crazy overheads in right there, that move stomp.
Yep. Gonna go for the RTL super right here. It's gonna probably break the wall as well. No. Oh.
Oh, it's just gonna straight up kill. Yeah.
I feel like we rarely ever see that kill.
That is the first time I think I've ever seen it kill myself. I've only seen it just break walls or just absolutely do damage.
Right, and especially when you have that final animation come up, yeah, no one's expecting that all the time. At least not me. At least not me.
Not me either. Oh, tried to use the 8-8 RRC, but wasn't able to get it.
Got a little bit too funky with that dive kick earlier in this round. Well, you're gonna have to pay the price for it, buddy.
Especially as DomiWurld is still rushing you down. Goose Stomp, RRC. Hawkmaker's just going to be getting called out. My goodness.
That's very good reactions, though. And that close slash with Sin, that's exactly what that button was. It's the cornerstone of his pressure, and that hitbox is very, very generous, I will say.
I could tell, especially with how much momentum they had from the Hawkmaker there, RX-78. They still got hit from DomiWurld's close slash. My goodness.
You know what else is annoying with Sin? The likes of Far Slash as well, and he's still got that stupid annoying 2D.
Oh, wait a minute though. We're actually getting the Asuka back out from RX-78. No more Sin. I feel like I've seen RX-78 in a similar situation of they're down 2 games, they were on a different character, they pull out the Asuka, and it's just a whole different story.
Well, this is how comeback starts. So let's see what exactly RX has downloaded from those previous 2 lost games. Because right now, you got Domi in the corner, which is pretty good start so far. Correct. Now, the question you gotta ask yourself is, how long do I need to keep you in this corner? And if I can, how well can I keep you in this corner? Because that wind staff is not doing a singular thing for you, my friend. We are out this corner. The likes of Domi fighting back. RTL as well.
Already going to be breaking that wall, and we still have the burst from the side of DomiWurld, so they're already going to be rushing you down with a beak driver, securing a throw in the corner, might be going for another wall break. Tyrant Barrel's absolutely going to decimate you.
He even had the mana shield to keep him alive from that one. Poor Asuka.
You just gotta, my goodness.
You gotta do something about it. That Who's something you can't do nothing about. You got hit, but the DP's cross upside, able to give RX a chance to live is what I would have said, but unfortunately they're getting hit right now.
And I imagine we're going to be seeing DomiWurld trying to set up, actually going to be respecting some zoning here from RX-78, going for the RTL, and it's going to be maybe, yes, hitting through all that, but getting through the second wave.
And he still got Qs coming right after. Yo, the roadblocks.
I know, you go through the first set, but the second one still gets you down, and now Domi can't find their way in.
They're still having a difficult time getting nice deflect from RX there, but it's not enough to keep Domi out of their face. They got Mir to work with, and they're going to spend it and make sure they knock out RX-78 to the loser's side. No sweat. But either way, we're stepping into Duel 1. Moment of silence has been given up. We're letting this round start off here. Sanzumomo holding pressure already. Respecting a lot of Axel buttons, as a matter of fact, which not too bad so far. They didn't take damage from it, and that's the most important part. They're not low on the life lead. That gap has been closed.
Ooh, juggling on that wall right now, going for the super after. That's going to be very good for Momo and to secure that wall break, and that's leaving a very big life gap between the two. MomComePickMeUp, hard knockdown and getting tethered in, but they don't care.
Yeah, that tether was a good call from Sansa right there, but I don't think they were expecting the Tony Hawk to come through for the kill on Mom right there.
Duel 2.
Mom almost clutched that back up, used the tether to their advantage. Tethered again, but this time around, it's in Momo's favor as they're absolutely juggling Mom.
I like the 5P right there from Momo. Just checking to see if Mom was going to go for a risky option right there. There's a PRC trying to get out of the burst, but there it is right there. As a matter of fact, the burst.
Still zoning out right now with the sickles, trying to rush in. There we go, 2K2D into the RRC DP. We got the corner right now, but can we secure that wall break? Yes, we can.
We're going to secure the area shift as well. Got the positive tension happening. There's a poke from Mom's. Going to keep that space with the likes of JP coming through once again to tie us up on 3.
MomComePickMeUp doing a very good job at zoning there, but this time around Momo does not care. Air dashing their way in, but cannot stop this pressure. 2K2D getting thrown after the tornado. This might secure a wall break. If nope, it gets bursted.
I like the backdash option from Sanzu, representing that is an option they can use, but in that moment right there, it might not have been the best choice. Either way, it's not going to affect Momo too much. You can already tell they got damage, they got the setup. Sanzu was blocked, and we're going to another wall.
Mom come pick me up on the back foot right now. They don't want to give up this round. Trying to zone once again, but Momo is just PRC rushing in and going to secure that first game.
Nicely done securing the first game. Make sure you dial that number 236-236-6236 and you will get yourself a free Baiken plushie. That's 236-236-6236 for a free Baiken plushie. If Sanzumomo can win this set right here, which I'm sure they're going to with the way this match has been, with the way that first round was looking, that first game as well.
That first game looked, of course, again, back and close, but I feel like Mom can come pick it back up, get them zoning better, and mainly just shut down a lot of Momo's options, which they're already doing.
Pretty good so far. There's a low, but an early burst coming out of Mom right there. Wonder if that's going to hit them in the back later on in the rounds here. 5 seconds on the clock right now. The Brenson caused a lot of zoning, but there is a 2H confirmed for big damage and pressure right now.
There we go, getting the RC right after, just still juggling in the air. My goodness,
is this?
What is going on? Wait a minute, the OD reversal?
Is that safe jump? No, they pressed the button. Oh, damn.
That is an interaction. Oh my god. Okay.
Yo, Sanzumomo kind of popped off with that combo, man. I was seeing hit after hit and how fast it was going. Like, this is not normal. Something ain't right. This ain't Baiken.
I thought that was gonna wall break too, but then they just juggled right off of the wall and just still kept it up. I was like, okay, wait a minute, you don't even care.
That's the kiss with that one right there. We're gonna still pick up with that timing that. Now we're at the corner. Gonna get that open soon if they didn't drop, but it's alright. We still got offers with JS into a kill.
Didn't even need to break the wall.
Right here, early burst once again from Mom.
Really good using those sickles behind the tornado in order to mix it up and provide a little bit of a turtle shell. Doesn't matter though, because Momo's just rushing you down again, Fro, and this might start something, especially with the tether.
Starting a lot right now. We're getting ourselves a pretty good combo at the moment. This combo ain't done just yet. We gotta get some Oki. Let me see how it's going.
Let's see what the mix is going to be. Maybe trying to set up a tether, but backing it up.
Can't back that up. That's pretty hefty damage, and this is gonna hurt like hell. But there's a burst coming from Momo this time. Gun super to snipe. Call that game a Hawkeye.
Has to dash in though, but you're getting zoned out, and Mom come pick me up. Stop in time. Yeah, that's not going to be good for you, especially just running into the tornado.
Interesting combo to go for right there, but they play Marvel Rivals a lot to be landing shots like that, my friend.
My goodness, I was not expecting the gun super to clutch up like that, especially in the corner in a tornado right in front of you. My goodness.
That was a pretty interesting combo from Mom right there. I really like the way that worked out. Both of these players got some unique stuff to bring to the table, but unique or not, it is still Sanzu who has the lead, and Mom's got to figure out something else.
Mom does, because again, they're doing really good job of getting, oh my goodness, burst in the bag, tether too. Okay, that's not the round start we need.
Yo, put the burst in the bag. You working this 9 to 5 over here today.
Gonna be getting 750 for that one, but it's fine because Mom Come Pick Me Up is trying to pick up a raise.
Yo, Mom Come Pick Me Up is no longer the manager of this store. She's trying to be the CEO of the entire company, especially with that wall stick right there. They'll confirm to get the Oki.
And literally just throwing their sickles out in order to secure the KO.
That's all you need to do. That's all they wrote. Let's see if Sanzo can figure out something to take this next round here. Starting us off pretty good right now. Not a lot of damage being taken off of their life, but press the button with a reversal like.
There we go, just keeping up the offense, making sure that they can't get out. There we go, the tornado is setting up for a nice combo, forcing the burst yet again, but dashing in the air, it's going to be Momo able to secure a combo and trying to get some Oki, but 2K2D just says nah.
And we're still saying nah to Baiken because she's on the wall, gonna get the 2H's, break it, and now one more guess for your life, 5P, simple and that.
Mom Come Pick Me Up, getting that first point on the board and keeping themselves alive.
Gotta say, it's looking like it's not bad for our competitors right now, but Momo probably a little shaken up after that one. However, because they did lose, they can't switch at any given moment. This is still first to 3 territory. And it's going to be first to 3 the entire tourney, all the way through.
Strive is a fast game. Because of that, you know, you got to have a first to 3 setting to make sure that everyone gets the biggest chance that they get in order to get their wins.
Locking us in with the Kabari already from Sanzu. Go for another poke, but an early burst from Mom. Didn't want to be in that situation. I understand. Good back.
Gotta watch out. Oh, coming in from the air. There we go. Able to open up the defense. Try to go for a bit of a parry. There we go. Secures the tether too. This could be devastating.
Goes on, Sen. Interrupt with another 5P. Thankfully, the Kabari saved Mom this time and not Baiken. Block it out. It's a good call right there.
Trying to still zone out. Might be going for a clothesline if they get enough distance.
Look at how Sanzu's treating this match right now. He's like, damn, I gotta do something. That was the trick right there. Damn, look at this combo. I'm kind of nice with it. Me in the corner. Hold my pressure. Matter of fact, 2K2D, you're dead.
And it's actually going to be Momo that's dead because MomComePickMeUp is really picking up the momentum even with this instant air dash. And oh my goodness, wait a minute. We're actually setting up with another sick combo.
Yes, we are. And it's going to be really dangerous with that tornado holding the pressure down right now. Holding down the fort. Matter of fact, good overhead and good blocks in response with a parry into Yo Johnson. You're a little nuts.
Okay, there we go. Rushing in again. Just keep the corner up and Momo could get this round. But MomComePickMeUp, not able to get out of it. That RRC is going to be shutting you down.
Well, Mom is getting picked up. She's just getting picked up into a stroller to, you know, go into the next round because you got to figure out what to do next to make this a 2-2 scenario. It's looking like Momo knows what to do.
There we go, trying to go for the turtle again, mix it up with the tornado and the sickles, but the defense is still up for Momo as they're rushing in. There we go, we secure at least a hit, but we need to keep this corner right now.
Trying to get that corner. They're keeping the corner, but it's Mom that's fighting back really strong. Press a button and the super's gonna land this time.
We're still zoning. Wait a minute. Oh, gun super.
Gun. Press the button. You're dead. Oh. Hey.
The
gun. Does happen, I'll let you know. But right now, we gotta know about this match because you see Joe Brownie's on our screen landing a beautiful counter hit bar play. I got the corner already. Look at the ties have changed. Earlier, we said Unbiased Ear was gonna have to lock down Jack in the corner, but Unbiased Ear was already in the corner earlier. That might be a sign of how this match is played out later on.
Literally still trying to get those minion servants, but there we go, PRC, but nothing. Look at that whirlwind coming in. And again, as I said before, juggling with the minions. That's exactly what Joe Brownie is going for. Able to get the counter and juggling just a little more.
I like that Joe Brownie had his minions still placed right where Unbiased was teching at, so that way the moment they are out of the combo, they have to still hold down back and block the pressure. What an air-to-air from Joe right there. And a go for a full confirm, maybe not, but based off the super, there's no meter left for Unbiased to work with. Breaking the throws as well, good job.
Dang, forcing a whole 100 on the tension from Unbiased Ear, RRC right after. You already know that Joe Brownie is feeling good, especially while assaulting with this pressure. We are not letting them out. Dauntless defense is not going to be clutching.
That guy used every singular bit of meter to close the gap. That's how you know you should be afraid of Joe Brownie right now. I ain't never seen a highly offensive Jacko.
It's as you said, Kumo. Those sleeper characters can come in and absolutely decimate you, and that's exactly what we're seeing from Joe Brownie. The perfect minion setup, and then this so strong OD to secure the wall break.
And we're still taking damage off of that wall break too, so this means one more hit can do it, especially right here for Unbiased right now. It's gotta keep an ear out and eye out, but the low you didn't look out for, and now we're going down. One score.
Dang, and a perfect 2 to close out that first game. I already know Joe Brownie's just like, yeah, I'm going to be uploading this later. You can find it on the combo select screen if you want to play some Jacko combos, you know, to figure out what you want to do. I'm going to upload everything.
I think Joe is definitely happy to have gotten a game off of Johnny, no less, because this whole set, the tide can change immediately if you are not careful with your pressure, which Joe is very understanding of, especially off of that last game. We saw how they used the meter to close the gap. We saw how they had the minions trapping Unbiased here. We saw how Joe just did not give them a singular chance to breathe, which is what Unbiased is doing to Joe as a matter of fact. But let's see how we can change these tides. We're going to get some breathing.
And we get some breathing room. Going to be going for that wall break. This time it's Unbiased here, able to secure a really nice OD right after. And this is going to be leaving a lot of damage on Joe Brownies. Look at that fly.
That character is causing some problems, ladies and gentlemen. I can't explain it more than enough. For the cross-up like that, got hit low. Not dead, though. Joe Brown's got one more shot left in the tank here. Running away for their dear lives right now. It's all Jackal can do, but minions are active, and they're still hanging behind our good hero, Johnny.
There we go, using some more minions, just keeping this corner pressure up, not allowing Unbiased here to get out. A counter saying, nah, you're not escaping. You're not leaving my grasp.
No, and look at how Joe just closed the gap in terms of health right now.
It was looking so much before, like Unbiased here was going to take this, but Joe Brownie is just closing it down, but that throw just says, never mind, I'm taking it.
Yep, especially with the cape flying in the background, like, man, I don't even want to look at you, man. Let my cape talk. In that case, says you need to be 2-0 right here, right now.
You cannot handle this gambler aura right here. It's just absolutely immaculate.
Gambling every single bit. This fighter right there, that was a gamble. Matter of fact, me going up in front of your face like that was a gamble. I thought you was gonna block, you didn't block. And guess what? You're going for a wall break. What's the Yoki? Let's find out, Shaq.
Oh, BRC gonna be able to get Joe Brownie a little bit up and just throwing minions to keep Unbiased ear out, but the BRC is actually not gonna be working in their favor.
And none of this is working out in Unbiased ear favor. As a matter of fact, it's working in Joe's favor, who's got them locked down in the corner, but that was a pretty risky minion throw down to go for. Now you got a whole ear pressure, but the PRC to catch some low, good tricks, and now take it, kicks, stop.
Unbiased here, able to make it back against Joe Brownie, getting a game of their own. And I feel like a big reason for that is just because they were able to set up, they were able to get their normals, they were able to get their combos going along. They adapted to what Joe Brownie was doing in that first game, and I was like, all right, I downloaded you, now let me do my work.
Doing some work, especially with the way these two players have been going back and forth. We are already in a 1-1 in the rounds and the set so far. Let's see how this turns out right now.
See how this turns out. Indeed, trying to use Misfinder already just to keep a little bit zoning, but it has to force the burst already, cornered by that minion.
Joe taking his time a little bit more differently, not being as aggressive right now, but now they're changing the pace and there's a throw. No longer is aggression, it's defense.
Trying to use the defense, but already, oh my goodness, just back and forth.
You saw the minion actually snipe Johnny out of Misfinder a little bit right there. That was pretty precise for Joe, even in their standards. I don't think they were ready for it.
I don't think they were ready for it either, because already, look at this, trying to get the Misfinder again, cannot find Joe Brownie as they're just trying to keep themselves back, using the minion. There we go, going to be able to volley for a corner combo, but can't find the OD.
Nope, and it's gonna be OD dead, that's for damn sure, because the name is Jay.
Joe Brownie has to find an answer. Unbiased here, able to secure a J win, but trying to use the minion maybe to at least get some sandwiching here. There we go.
And that's going to be helping out Joe Brownie a lot. A lot of these sandwich situations. Nice 5D right there, tapping that a little bit, and they're going to break the wall. It's going to be Joe's turn to try to fight back, but good interrupt from Unbiased, however.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait.
Good reversal, maybe? Yes, there we go.
Not dead off of it though. One more guess.
Let's find something else. PRC trying to keep Unbiased here alive. Joe Brownie though trying to send a minion, but already getting hit for it. We got the corner for Unbiased here. The fontless defense trying to clutch.
And look at how Joe Brownie is holding up back in that corner as much as they can, because Unbiased hasn't been doing anything to check them for it. And every time they do, Joe is still able to escape and kicks them right in the face with the chain ball too. 2-1? No. 1-1 in the round.
They're still 1-1 in the rounds. They're both scrapping at each other to try to get the dub. Forces the burst, because now we're seeing Unbiased here getting a little bit more in the aggro. Again, just trying to make sure Joe Brownie does not have any options, but air dash was one of them.
That was a very good win right there. But the YRC's coming through, and now we see a slight bit of this mid-screen gameplay here. Both characters figuring out how to stop one another. There's burst from both players right now. No one would burst on the table, but Unbiased here working with a wall of assault or deflect at any moment.
Still on the wall, and yeah, getting wall broken there. No options from Joe Brownie. We're going to clutch up there, especially with Unbiased here rushing you down again. PRC in the corner. That's going to open you up, and that's going to kill you.
I like that Unbiased ear also waited after that PRC to go for a close slash right there on Joe Brownie's downfall. Like, that was very good patience on there.
Very good coming out there from Joe Brownie and Unbiased ear respectively, but I feel like Unbiased ear, again, definitely feels like they're more in control. You see a lot of situations where they have Joe Brownie in the corner, even if Joe Brownie is defending, they still got him in the corner. That's what matters. They're not giving them options.
That kind of it, but I mean, that is Joe's corner though. Joe's corner goes kind of crazy. Whenever they get the corner, it becomes a situation of, man, I gotta hold another minion, man, I gotta hold Jacko pressure, man, I gotta hold 5H into 2S again, or 2S in the car. I don't know, man. I gotta hold pressure.
You gotta be holding something, especially with Unbiased ears still rushing you down, trying to set up some more OP with those cards and at least leaving you in defense.
I like the 6K attempt. I don't know, Joe Brownie cut back right there, but that wrist got cranked up, and I think this might be death. Yes, it is.
One round away from Unbiased ear taking the win and moving on to secure another top 8 slot, putting some Johnny representation.
Offense right now from Unbiased ear. There's a 6K. Wall assault wants to keep that offense as much as possible. And look at where Joe is right now. In the corner. Gotta block it out. Look at how much you have to deal with here. 6K because you're trying to jump out? Nah. Hold this. Hold my mix. Hold my damage. Crank it up a little bit. What's the name? Johnny.
Yeah, look at how much damage that is. Look at that red bar just go away. One more hit. Yeah, you have to force the burst here, and you have to do so much. While Johnny hasn't been hit anymore. Misfiner trying to make something, but there we go. The servant is making something happen for Joe Brownie.
Jacko is not high damage character, so they got a whole lot of mixes to work with and a whole lot to pull on the table. However, this super is going to be the leading factor for a comeback mechanic at any moment here. Brownie, one more shot left in the chamber.
Has one more, and they've been doing such a good job. Servant coming in clutch, stopping that super, and my goodness, Joe Brownie actually made the comeback in that round.
Yeah, that's how comebacks start. If you don't kill your opponent, you are going to lose it at any moment.
And I imagine Unbiased ear is not happy about that. You already see them wild assaulting in the corner. That's Joe's corner, and they're keeping them there, but never mind.
Now it's truly Joe's corner. Never mind, it's not his corner no more.
No, we are evicted from that location.
No, they have to pay rent. Jacko said, I don't get paid enough for this. Soul's the one that does all the work. Well, lady, this is why you gotta die for it. Maybe not death after this super, but it's gonna be a very, very unfortunate, very scrambling situation for Joe. Right now in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this gonna get it? Gets blocked. Gets blocked.
That is slightly scrambly. I think Joe was expecting Unbiased to press a button, especially with all the times they have approached after this area shift.
I didn't beat you.
That was not the call right there. A bit of Kensei.
And I already see Kensei's name by her stickers. I'm guessing that's the main goal tonight. We're buying your partner some stickers.
Look, she already got me buying a sticker mid-stream once. I can't do it again, not right now, but it will in just a few moments. However, you gotta talk about how the son is trying to put the work in on dad right now. Look at the offense, look at the help. I like the way Domi's playing this out. What you're saying is that Kai's range is scary. Doesn't want to go in too much. And now Kensei is going to take advantage of that patience. That passiveness is going to make sure they make you hurt for it. There's the burst coming out. Both players without any choices to escape right now.
Absolutely none. Kai Keys going in there, able to secure a DP. Got the corner again. And yeah, wall break that's already putting DomiWurld down a round.
Stepping into round number 2 right here, though. Gonna be DomiWurld with a 2D, but there's a 5P into the driver. Look at the whole combo off of that whiff alone.
My goodness. And look at this, already trying to, oh wait a minute, Wild Assault trying to come back out, but doesn't care.
Might have been a misinput from Kensei.
Either way, though, they're gonna get punished for it, especially after this Tyrant Barrel.
My man had time to eat. He said, hold on, Pops, I gotta eat real quick. Kill.
absolutely crazy to say, nah, I gotta eat real quick, but I'm still gonna rush you down. Just say, hold on, Dad, give me a minute. I mean, your bones are weak. You're not coming back up.
Dad, I don't know what Mom's been feeding you, but she's been feeding me everything that's like nutritious, healthy, valuable, especially as valuable as Elkun into a rush down situation. Now we're in the corner here. Wall break is in sight. Eat up a little bit. That's protein on the table.
Absolutely, because we're already seeing try to rush it down. There we go, 2K, 2D, another 2K. We're just trying to keep up a lot of these lows, but you see in the crouch block coming out right now for Kensei, and we can't find this hoop stop.
Like what I'm seeing from Donnie right now, playing this Kensei high matchup very well at the moment. Kensei having a little bit of difficulty trying to open up Sin here. Backing away right now in the corner, not the place you want to be, especially with Sin. Uh-oh. Not good for Dad, but they DP, they escape. There's the 5K, RTL though.
RRC, wait a minute. We got bounce back up, and there we go. DomiWurld able to secure the first game.
Good job from the Sun Sin Kisuke himself. Pro tag power up.
Quite literally pro tag power up. Of course, tomorrow we're gonna be having another episode of Dual Rulers. Looking forward to seeing what the follow up is gonna be from last week.
That's gonna be very
Talk no jutsu. Talk no jutsu.
Talk no jutsu.
You know what? If Sin believes in the talk no jutsu, maybe it's real.
Maybe it is. You know, there's a lot of things you wouldn't think to be real, and then you see it happen. It's like, okay, maybe it is real after all.
Let's rock.
Oh wait, already going for the low into the wild assault, just rushing DomiWurld down, forcing that burst.
Yep, that was a different round start from Kensei there earlier, as y'all saw. Started off with a dashing 2D, but it did not matter because right now DomiWurld still has the upper hand and the upper life lead as well. There's a throw.
Trying to insta dash in, can't break this faultless defense, especially with these pokes coming out from Kensei, allowing them just to take you back to the East Coast.
We are still sitting here on the South Pole. Tommy's worst place to be, wants to be where it's cold to give themselves a nice freezing edge over the battle right here. Let's confirm into the RTL. I don't know if it'll kill here, but let's find out.
At least, though, it's going to be able to break the wall and put the back foot on Kensei, especially as we're just going to beak drive our way back in and secure another round.
I like that patience from that last round as well on Brownie. Reading Kensei's back dash with a far slash to kill.
And look at this, trying to get some Oki with the fireball, just gets 2P'd for it, forcing that burst. I already know Kensei wants to keep this corner pressure up, and it's working well in their favor.
Well, it was working well in their favor. It still is working well. Now they got Zone on the table. But you gotta remember, you're playing against Sin. You got somebody that knows how to close that gap and be belligerent about it. Speaking of belligerent, we got a belligerent combo happening on the screen.
And we're eating!
Tyrant Barrel, bink!
Already doing it again, just eating before you call out a Tyrant Barrel and just tie up this life lead, trying to go again with the Elkun 2 into the beak driver, okay?
Ooh, good back dash from Kensei there to get the back turn throw, and another throw incident. Yep, 5K locking us in place with a good 2P press from Donnie to escape. However, son, you gotta go downtown to the jailhouse. If you were dead though, unfortunately you're alive.
Literally caught you pressing YRC, trying to get a throw, couldn't secure it. We gotta be super careful right now. We can't be chipped, but getting your Hawk Baker just whiffing like that, yeah, that's gonna kill.
Yes, indeed. Especially with a... Man, Kai said, I'm gonna get the whip out real quick and hit you with it. He's stun dipping the Nissan Altima right now. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, that's gotta be brutal, but it looks like the Sun, he's still trying to fight back out of this corner. Elkun into a throw saying, Dad, nah, I'm getting that whip right back out from you.
He stomped into big damage. Tyrant Barrel block is loaded and it's about to pop off. Let's see what happens next.
Gonna be getting a little bit of a trade. Can't find that distance though. RRC. Yeah, Kensei is putting you right back there in the corner, forcing a burst and putting Kensei in the corner. Okay.
I don't know if I agree with that burst a little too much, but right now it doesn't matter. That guy Donnie got the kill. Right now we move it into round number 3.
Whew. DomiWurld putting Kensei really on the back foot. Kensei usually dominating a lot of the matches we see here in Breakout, but this time around, DomiWurld is really just saying, nah, I'm him. I'm him.
You gotta say you're him. You gotta have that momentum, and you got to keep up the confidence, especially in this matchup where both characters are eerily similar to each other, except one has is more able to be free, I guess you would say.
I mean, that's how you gotta be. Even if you're playing against somebody that's best of the best, you gotta have that confidence. But it looks like Kensei's trying to get that confidence back, forcing a burst though, but DomiWurld's just trying to make their way back in.
The burst early there from Kensei. Both players without burst right now. However, Domi's got the upper hand to build all the salt or deflect at any moment. Kensei does not gonna let that bother them though. Good combo with the Vapor Thrust. Close slash. What's the Oki? Let's find out, class.
Literally just being so patient with each other, trying not to get into anything that'll take their lives. PRC is actually going to be dooming you into a knockdown, allowing DomiWurld to set up all the way to the west coast. And we might be, yep, there it is, tight there. We're not eating this time.
Going back to the north side. Oh, we got the offense. Pressure. There's the FD. Reading those FDs with a grab. Kensei's got to start doing it at some point. No burst being baited. Save it. Just save it. That's all you have to do.
Don't want to be using it when it's like that, because then what if you get into that next round and you don't have that burst at deck? But either way, this is Kensei's last chance to make something happen. They're already spending it on the Wild Assault.
Yeah, but not sure how that's going to look in the future right now, because Domi is going to be able to work with both options of burst, Wild Assault, and deflect at any moment after they heat up the storm, cracking up the barrel with nice, hefty 9 hits.
Literally just trying to rush it down again. Kensei Wild Assaulting again to make their way back out. They're like, I don't care about burst. I just want a Wild Assault.
They don't want that gap to be closed. They need to make sure to keep the offense on the table. What a cross-up, but it didn't work out entirely. However, there's the burst from Domi. Finally got something out of it.
Literally just running it again, and there we go, the RTL right after that almost knockdown. Gonna be going for the forfeit, and yeah, we're killing off of that wall splat. That's going to be Kensei down in losers, and DomiWurld securing a spot in the top 8.
Especially when Momo tore down their last opponent.
Especially with that gun super, but we're already getting into it. Guns a-blazing, just going back and forth a little bit right now, being a little patient.
Mike doing a good job right now, whipping the Bannerbringer into a slash Volcanic Viper.
Oh, gets the throw in the corner. That might give something very good for Momo, but just getting DP'd for it.
Nice, good combo from MikeSaftig right here, but the unfortunate drop. There's a close slash coming through. Another Volcanic Viper, not respecting this Baiken at all.
Literally do not care whatever Momo wants to do. YRC trying to force a guard crush, but still playing a bit safe, trying to use projectile and blocking that gun.
Yep, that's a good call to block the gun and don't make any approach afterwards. You're good to just hold back. Time that's going to keep us out, but the Yozan incidents are always happening. There's the burst though. MikeSaftig, let's see if it hurts him later on. I don't too much to do with it.
There we go, knocking down again, and Momo already securing that first round. This back to 4th.
Tommy Gaishi already backdashed. Oh, gotta go for a parry there. Throw for a throw.
And now we got the tether too. We're just going to be always bringing MikeSaftig back towards us, secure the corner. But again, 2K2B, one of the best combos you can use on any character to make your way out.
Ooh, you should have respected that close slash a little bit more. That close slash gotta be like a +3 on block or something like that. Very strong option for Soul to go for in pressure.
That's it for you.
Throw it again, and yeah, that's going to be tying up the rounds 1-1.
You heard that, man? So he said, that's it for you, and just throws you down. Like, yo, what is your problem?
MikeSaftig, they want to run through this bracket. They want their wins. They want that Matcherino money. Again, go in there, exclamation point Matcherino in the Twitch chat, or to secure that. That's all I'm saying. But Wallace is saying something more for MikeSaftig as we're going west coast to east coast again.
Well, maybe went back going all the way over to the south side of things. Moving, but the Volcanic Viper is moving. Good jump back option from Sansa right there, but the head, but now it is Mike's turn to go all in, trying to bait a burst, but there it is, finally.
Able to make their way back out. Momo, there we go, securing an RRC combo, trying to take it all the way to the wall. Just needs one more good hit or to secure it. BRC though just says, nah, I'm opening you up. DP, both need one, and it's going to be MikeSaftig taking it.
I respect the attempt to parry, but Momo, my good friend, I don't know if that was a choice you should have went for right there, because you got to think about it. You got to think about it. Soul will be in your face a lot. Yes, there will be a close slash every once in a while, but as of right now, that should not be your main priority. Because again, if you whiff that parry, you're done for. You just saw it happen, and you don't want to let it happen again. Let's see how they capitalize it this time.
Let's see, indeed, because they're already going for some nice lows, trying to keep the Oki up in the corner, especially after knockdowns, but Burst is going to be saving the life of Saftig for a little bit, trying to dive kick it down, but can't secure anything.
Got the knockdown right there. It's got offense. There's a Kizzaar. We're close up in front of each other's faces. How you like your fries? Or I like mine salty, a little bit crispy.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Opening the defense. RRC. We might be securing the wall break here, but we're just volleying back and forth between this wall.
I wanted to bail out a burst from Sanzu right there, but Mike should have just went for the kill instead. They got the upper hand. Control mid-screen right now, just kind of poking around, figuring out how to get in each other's faces. Backing away. Mike is doing a good job playing it safe so far. Doesn't gotta do too much, but this is the problem. If you don't do anything, you can die for it.
Absolutely. There we go. PRC knocking out of the sky, and the burst is not coming out there, giving MikeSaftig another round.
Man, Mike used that PRC very good right there too. Able to go underneath Baiken's back.
That is definitely going to be good, but not good around this time because those mats are going to be clutching around, able to secure a wall break, but doesn't matter. MikeSaftig already coming back in, guns blazing.
Once again, one more out of burst and Sanzu, but that might just cost him right there. Look at the health difference that these two players got. However, JS into a burst, no more shall be said.
Gotta watch your Kumo because again, MikeSaftig has no resources left, trying to get their attention back up, but Momo still has good defense, getting hit overhead though. We have one bar in the tension, and we're gonna be using it to secure the KO here.
That bar that they just used came right back immediately. Mike is doing an excellent job versus Sanzu right now.
Already securing that 2-0. Sanzumomo has to figure out an answer for all this rushdown and all these mix-ups that we keep seeing over and over.
Well, Sanzu could go for a character swap if they have another character in the back pocket, but we'll have to see because Mike's been doing a pretty good job regardless, trying to hard bait those bursts as much as possible just to keep themselves safe, not falling for any Kabari tactics or Kabari shenanigans, whatever you might want to call them. And has been doing an excellent job approaching Momo and not dying for it.
Either way though, let's see if Sanzumomo can make their way back out. We aren't really seeing a lot of their gun super, I'm gonna be honest.
No, we're not, but I don't think they want to risk going for gun super all the time, especially with the likes of a Shoto-like character, on a soul back out.
That could definitely be scary to go up against, but it looks like Sanzumomo is feeling more of that confidence, trying to use the mats to make their way back out, but MikeSaftig is still closing down.
Susano, Momo, come on, show me the mode, show me your kill mode. There you go, go out the mats, get that Kabari, let's go. I like this offense, I won't keep seeing. Come on, let's go. Oh, we lost it.
You know, that's fine. They come back. Look at this. We still got the aggression.
You're right.
You gotta believe. You gotta always believe.
I'm nodding my head like Kermit the Frog right now. You're right.
Trying to do the Kermit the Frog voice there too.
Yeah, you're right.
That was actually really good. Oh my goodness.
Not as good as that punish attempt there earlier though, but swapping sides to put MikeSaftig in the corner here. But they're fighting back strong right now. Tried the backdash. Momo, not a good choice right there. You're still in front of Soul. You're still dealing with Soul, but a good 5P to escape. It's 2H. Set up. And that lingering JH from Baiken still does some damage. Still does the work. He's still paying the bills.
And there we go. There's the gun super, leaving on 1 HP. Just gonna try to go in, deflected. We're seeing MikeSaftig trying to make something happen, but the mat is just saying, nah, you're getting folded.
You gotta be very aggressive. Yep, smacked up like an egg, folded like a tatami mat. That is what happened to MikeSaftig in that game. I gotta say, Momo definitely played that a little bit, way more differently. Able to take a whole game, making this 1-2, fighting for that top base slot, or that grand final slot. Actually, that's what they're really fighting for, as much as possible.
Trying to go to winners finals before they can secure that, and that means Sanzumomo, they got 1 point on the board, but they still got to go for a reverse sweep. They cannot mess up against MikeSaftig right now, which is a very high feat in order to accomplish.
And I like what I'm seeing from Momo right now, just using a couple small quick buttons and far-reaching ones to try and close that gap and keep Mike in a very respected corner, aka the corner. With the Vortex able to escape the Kabari, and now it is Mike's turn to play.
Especially getting that RRC, bagging the burst. That's not you want to be seen here, especially in the corner. We're breaking this wall.
Man, that burst bait was so crispy, I could have to get that for a 5-for-5 meal.
Dang, now you got me hungry, Kumo. Dang.
I'm sorry, man. Soul making me hungry because look at all that damage they're doing, but John's is also making me hungry for a very good defense choice there. Are you going to use that meter to save themselves? Yes, they are. Into the bandit.
Dang. They just played so foully like that, jumping over the OD, tried to PRC out of it, but just said, nah, you're still getting punished for that.
I think they wanted to evade the Bandit Bringer, but they weren't ready for where it was going to hit the mat. We got a Tony Hawk parry instead, as a matter of fact.
Bring it back in again, maybe trying to tether after we get a good combo going. There we go, Matt securing the wall break. Yes, we are.
Yep, and Momo is looking to bring this back to another round-to-round situation. But MikeSaftig with good damage and good combos, no less. Unfortunate drop right there, unintentional, and Momo's going to take full advantage to take that next round.
Unfortunate, but at least that leaves MikeSaftig with one more chance to stop Sanzumomo from tying it up. But they still have a burst. They got to watch out for that.
And there it is, putting it in the bag, just as we said. MikeSaftig is feeling good about this right now. Goes for the 6H wall break. What's the offense gonna be? DRC's in, taps with the shins.
Oh! Wait a minute, the PRC sends the fire right back, return to sender.
Alright, good 2S right there. Kabari bringing it closer. Good offense, and then there's another 2K from MikeSaftig to make it 3-1.
This is the Axel Low.
Oh, rocking the orange colors as well. I like to see it. It fits his character very, very well. But what doesn't fit this character is Mom already putting damage for Giovanna's demise, but able to close the gap and jump in. But there's an early burst. And look at where we're at. Axel in the corner right now. Mom's favorite place to be because she can fight back and not do anything.
Oh, there we go, though. Getting an overhead, but the burst is still coming in clutch. The MomComePickMeUp. Dust going to be able to open that defense, and this might be securing almost a wall break. There we go. We got it.
The Karen got killed, not just the wall break. That was a whole
That's
deal.
true.
Well, hey, look, don't get confused by the scores. It's still 0-0. But MomComePickMeUp wants to make this a 3-1, so that's exactly what we're manifesting right here. Like rainwater nowhere, actually. There was no rainwater in sight, but there's a beautiful Giovanna combo happening right for your very eyes. Crosses up with 214S. Nice throw.
Trying to steal a little more, gets the air dash into an RRC, kicking up ahead, and yeah, we're going to be securing another wall break off of that drill kick. Both of them just killing off of their wall breaks, leaving the rounds 1-1.
Very high, fast, high-paced round right now. Trade with both buttons. MomComePickMeUp is going to be the one to take the advantage. Jumps over the tornado and actually gets hit by it too.
That's why you gotta watch out, respect the tornado, because if you don't, it's going to get you and mix you up. Which is exactly what MomComePickMeUp wants to do, especially turtling here with the sickles. Tries to go for an overhead. The RRC though is gonna clutch up, as MomComePickMeUp already trying to secure the prophecy with their first round.
Well, they picked up game 1, that's for sure, and we're going to see if they can pick up game 2 as well. But I will say Kizzaar approached this matchup very, very strongly, and approached in a manner that honestly may have Mom a little bit shook. Can't lie.
They're left a little bit. I mean, MomComePickMeUp, they still clash. Don't get me wrong, but Kizzaar's got to find an answer. It's one of those matches that we keep seeing of the archetypal, whatever, however you say it, Zoner versus Rushdown.
Yeah. And Giovanna's got some ways to close archetypical. I feel like, is that even a word?
I don't even know. It's like I'm trying to say like archetypical, something like that type of word. You know what I mean?
You know what? College is a very interesting thing to go for. I swear. No offense, I'm just like, yo, I feel like that's what I'm not here in college. But I'll give you what though, this is a college textbook sort of defense pressure that we're seeing right here. MomComePickMeUp, but getting sniped with 5HS no less, and there's a 5P catching out the skies. No stress.
Okay, archetypal. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
That is a word. That is a word.
Huh. You know, the more you learn.
Oh my goodness, trying to zone out from the corner? That's kind of crazy from MomComePickMeUp, but they make it work.
Yep, and they're still making it work. Look at the damage down the table. Giovanna's already bleeding out in the yellow.
My goodness, yeah, Kizzaar has to find an answer, especially because this could be a 2-0 situation, especially, yeah, you're down and out, the sickles are coming for you. That's already MomComePickMeUp securing a second game.
Well, we also got to secure ourselves a donation from the match arena. We're going to be raising this pool up to $28.66. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, and it looks like Stars, our production GOAT, is actually going to be the culprit behind that with a $25 donation.
Of course, it's always the AI, but that's our wonderful AI, and I love that man to death. Very humble man and very wonderful person, but I see a very wonderful character named Giovanna getting thrown for their purses. And another throw. I thought I wasn't playing Street Fighter tonight.
Yeah, no, we aren't. We're still in Guilty Gear, but MomComePickMeUp is trying to say a different story.
Well, with the likes of this pressure, you damn right about that. Different story. Rainwater trap from Giovanna in place, able to jump back, but it's not enough. It's the burst, put it in the bag.
Dang, that's not what you want, especially when you're so low health. MomComePickMeUp, Dusting trying to rush you down, and already this could be match point coming up ahead.
Well, let's see. This is how comebacks always start. Down in the dumps, desperate for a chance to hit your opponent, and you land that one good hit, one good combo, and now you're able to catch that corner. But you're not seeing it happen just yet. Kizzaar trying to fight back. Is able to do so, crosses over 214S. Oh my goodness, this is not looking good for the hero.
Not at all. Kizzaar needs to find an answer. They're getting zoned out in the corner, getting hit. There we go, juggling. That's going to do it. MomComePickMeUp very swiftly saying, you know what, the prophecy said 3-1, but I don't care. I'm making it 3-0.
Bit of wanting to look for openings and getting a lot of damage off of them. So we're going to have to see here, getting the setup with the Misfinder, opening up with the guard crush, open immediately getting knocked back with the burst. Just being used in a weird offensive way now. Unbiased here, really good start there, but oh man.
Yeah, no, DomiWurld does not care. They're already riding that lightning all the way to the other side of the stage and securing a wall break. Yeah, no, literally just said Unbiased here. You didn't get any damage on me.
Yeah, very good setup for Unbiased here there to start up in the corner, but unfortunately, definitely seems like Domi's not afraid to get out of that corner with so much pressure. But here's Unbiased here, floating the corner back, but not, this time not having a burst to stop this is probably going to be all the way to the wall and just uses that last little bit of meter to do the fourth hit of that special, which definitely a really good option there with that last little bit of health left.
And already doing so much damage here. Still gets bursted, but DomiWurld is just trying to defend and make their way back in. Misfinder, though, is trying to find that distance, close the gap, and providing some hard Oki. Doesn't care, though. Just dive kick your way in. Elk Hunt, Peak Driver, whatever you gotta do.
Man, once you just get your pressure started with Sim, you can literally hold it down so well. Which we're seeing here from Domi, who is just absolutely dominating neutral right now, seemingly not giving Unbiased here any chances at their turn. Okay.
Oh my. Wait a minute. Card. There we go. Gets the twofer.
Yup.
Gets the low. Wait a minute.
Gets bursted. Alright.
That's fine, though. That's fine. But they're able to catch him on the backdash.
Oh my gosh. Now we're trying to PRC in there. We're getting gold bursted once more by Unbiased here. That's twice now getting gold bursted. But oh my gosh, the pressure, all of that, the air dash and everything, finally. Unbiased is getting a wall themselves, not necessarily with a super. Oh, but gets DP'd. Not necessarily getting converted this time. I mean, not having the meter to be able to PRC it and able to close it out there. Nice.
Oh my goodness, so back and forth between the two, just showing how good they're both at each other. But already Unbiased here trying to wall this off their way in, trying to open it up though is DomiWurld, getting a guard crush, not able to get off of that, gets the throw, and already hoof topping in the corner, but still gets 2P'd.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can definitely get hit by the overhead, but you don't have to keep respecting that if you at least block a bit of a hit. Now we're seeing Unbiased here once again, holding down the corner, is going to choose Oh my gosh. Yep, just finally having that ability to break the wall with the super to be able to get the hard knockdown. Wow, Assault being so powerful there as an option to just continue holding down your turn.
Absolutely. First though, coming out, DomiWurld wants none of this mess. RRC going for the combo in the corner, the beak driver, the Rekka after, going for another low, and yeah, we're breaking the wall, and we're actually going to be tire barreling this.
Very close run by here. Oh man! Just about to say, like, definitely needs this one more opening to be able to close it out there. And just as they run up with the close slash, it's enough.
That's all that DomiWurld needed to do, just finishing out with the close slash. But I mean, already, Deep Freeze, we're seeing such a close match between the two. Both of them getting nice openings on each other, especially using lows and overheads to their advantage. That's how you got to be doing, you know, mixing it up with your gameplay. That's why there's a difference between crouching block and standing block. So we're just going to see if Unbiased World might be able to come back from that, because I believe this could be a close set.
Duel 1.
It definitely can be. Like I said, both characters have a very similar game plan. Look for your windows, and then once you get those opportunities, maximize as much damage as you can. We've seen it multiple times with Domi here whenever they get their opening. With them many times we've seen Super Break Wall now. Possibly just might see more. With a BRC, what?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta burst away. What?
Oh my goodness, and still opening it up with the card Oki. Okay, Unbiased here, I see you.
Oh, and just dash in with the grab, making such good use of the guard crush now. Seemingly Donnie. Oh man, was expecting a grab there, but getting backdash. Oh.
Ooh, okay, yeah, no, Unbiased here wants to finish this offside. You know, you got your first game on me, but I'm still coming back out with my pokes and getting a nice counter hit.
Oh, he's setting up so beautifully into the card there, and finally having good enough meter to once more break the wall and able to get another hard knockdown. This is going to get a huge amount of advantage.
Especially.
Now he just jumped.
Okay, still trying to get some overheads. Gets the lows, works on DomiWurld. Has one bar of tension there if they want to make something happen. Still has to get more. There we go. Spends the burst on a wild assault, and is couldn't know it's getting bursted.
I was actually really expecting a bit of a burst bait there, but it definitely seemed like Unbiased was ready to dedicate. But this time, not having the burst to save Domi is going to lose it. Now making the score 1-1.
Score 1-1 indeed. And I just want to shout out, don't think I didn't see it, a $50 direct donation coming out from Craze in the Matcherino. Gotta shout out the GOAT making this all possible, getting that up to $78.88. And of course, if you want to support these players, especially as the prize pool is getting higher, make sure you put !Matcherino in the Twitch chat. Go over there, claim a code, completely free, and it's another 25 cents in that bracket.
Definitely got these players motivated on their day out. But as we're seeing immediately a gold burst coming out, catching Donnie once more, seemingly Donnie getting caught by all of these gold bursts. This time gold burst not being able to really do too much in terms of resource building. You know, just not necessarily doing as many wonders this time as Donnie is doing so much pressure in the corner, breaking it, not necessarily having meter for super this time, but just man, really good spot to be in against Sid.
Absolutely, but getting low for it again. DomiWurld has to find a way. There we go, ride the lightning. Here we go.
Definitely thought Unbiased Ears possibly looking for a mist finder there. We saw the card get set up, but unfortunately not taken advantage of. Something Domi took massive advantage of.
Absolutely, and look at this, already trying to make their way back in from a misfinder, getting another one, card Oki, already at the wall in the first 6 seconds. I already see you Unbiased here.
Just put the card in the corner, really going to deal.
Okay, kind of clean, especially with the card securing the guard crush too, but still getting anti-air.
Quick 6P there from Donnie, just expecting for that fly in there. But Unbiased here still able to lock it down.
Definitely still wants to win. Trying to rush in, but still can't make it happen. DomiWurld is just able to keep him in the back foot every time, forcing that burst.
Alright, definitely seems like Unbiased here trying to play around the card right here. Unfortunately, that backdash getting caught by Donnie, who is going to break the wall here with super.
and this could lead to something great for DomiWurld in order to get back in advantage. Able to get 2 lows to 2K2D, and the Tyrant Barrel is going to not break the wall. A little bit imperfect, but it's fine. We're making our way back in with the L cut and the PRC. All right.
Yup, just having to use the PRC to be able to make that combo work. I mean, that was a really crazy catch with 6P, but I mean, not really too much you can convert off of 6P. So Domi just making the absolute most of that interaction and quickly using that meter as well as they could, which really good use of it in that moment, you know?
Absolutely. Being able to, of course, when you're down and out and at the end of a match like that, using your resources is the best thing you can do because you're not going to be using them after that. Exactly what DomiWurld just did there, and looking pretty well now. Just needs one more good win and they'll be able to secure themselves in winners finals against MikeSaftig. But here we go, getting bursted already.
Ooh, definitely seems like Unbiased Ear has to activate their Ultra Instinct. Going white Johnny now. Johnny trying to hold out the corner but gets punched out on the card, interrupting the pressure there.
Oh, goodness. Oh, cannot make it happen again. DomiWurld finally bursting there as Unbiased Ear is just trying to keep their distance.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Domi's expecting, you know, for the same approach from Unbiased Ear here. And because it's not being approached in the same way, Unbiased Ear is able to apply these new strings, and it's absolutely catching Domi off guard.
Absolutely, but Domi trying to dive in, gets called out for it though. Guard crush again in the corner. YRC trying to make something happen, but the BRC says, no, I'm throwing you down to the ground.
Yep.
Duel 2.
Unbiased Ear definitely not out of it just yet. Still 2 in Domi's favor. Currently, this match is in Unbiased Ear's favor. Ooh, this is possibly going to be a wall break. Oh no, Domi dropping it instead, just trying to opt for more pressure strings. Oh, and does get opened up by a low there. Unbiased Ear not necessarily getting broken on a hard knock, but this is still auto spot to put it now. Now Domi having even more food meter. Very low though now as I speak. Unbiased Ear converting all the way to the corner who gets knocked down with Misfinder. Is going to hold down so much pressure.
Yeah, doing such a good job of that too, but DomiWurld able to burst their way out, getting kicked back straight into that corner, gets sent flying by Unbiased Ear. Wait a minute.
Oh my god,
2 beat out of that.
The respect here is so good from Unbiased Ear. He's so calmly interrupting with a 2P.
Very good there. Lily just saw their perfect opportunity and took it. And now we're sitting 2-2. And this is going to be the first Game 5 we're seeing tonight on stream.
Ooh, first?
Yeah, no, we haven't gone to a Game 5 just yet, at least to my knowledge.
Man, definitely seems like players are playing really hard tonight.
It feels like it goes that close. It does. I understand that, but this is the first time we're reaching that point.
Duel 1.
Well, and reach this point as we will. Both players now knowing just what lays on the line. Still really having a chance to run it all the way back from losers, but having to do that nonetheless is definitely a pain. And I'm guessing neither player would like to do so. So we're seeing the absolute tenacity of both on the line here. Card being set up in the corner. That is going to be a wall break, and then immediately into what's my name?
Johnny Cash.
Ugh.
Oh, he's got a
knockdown.
Gonna be definitely very good for Unbiased Ear, especially coming from the sky like that too. Yeah, no, you're not getting the hits against Johnny Cash. And with that, Unbiased Ear is sitting on match point.
Man, Unbiased Ear seemingly having so much patience here, being able to catch with a slash there.
Oh my goodness, and look at that decrease. Already so much of DomiWurld's health bar is just gone, but they're still rushing it down off the elk hunt too, using the stamina. They're completely out, but they're still keeping Unbiased Ear in the corner. Says, nah, your BRC, I do not care for that. And we're already, wait a minute, we don't get it off the eats.
Oh, just trying to go and just dash in from pushes down with the PRC being able to just grab there. It's going to break the wall, giving me, I was up to getting the advantage, but that's a straight up death. Kind of forgot it was Sin for a second.
And look at this deep freeze. Last game, last round, last everything for these two. Whoever wins this round takes it all. Everything else before this was just training for them.
Definitely a very high stakes match. Also, huge shout outs to Backcrack for the huge raid. You guys are literally getting to see all of this craziness unfold right before your very eyes, just freshly off of another stream.
Ooh, yes, and already look at that! Just a big driver, able to secure the Tyrant Barrel. Unbiased ear, look at that life gap. They have to figure out an answer, and there we go, some misfighters are coming out! There it is!
The answer is here! We're not even playing the character!
First coming out, though.
BRC, we need to try to use that immediately to get in! Oh my gosh!
Blocking so much right now. DomiWurld is just doing God's word. BRC clutching it out! Yes! Let's go!
Now they nerfed Dash! They nerfed Johnny Dash! That doesn't mean that at least there's a chance to be able to run it back from losers, but we're going straight into the next match. I think this is Kensei versus Joe Brownie.
Already getting into the next match and already seeing Kensei just wild assaulting Joe Brownie down and putting them back in the corner. It feels like they're always there tonight.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely just a very scary spot to be always put into. I mean, that just definitely seems like the current state of the game where, you know, you want to hold down that corner once you get it. Definitely not something that easily is able to be done for Kai. You know, more commonly having very good midstream pressure, if not conversion pressure to the corner. But now we are seeing Kensei take full advantage of just kind of the current position of Joe Brownie on the screen right now. But Joe Brownie just as equally taking advantage of the positioning to throw out these minions and even run away now, going for the command grab super. Oh no, Kensei was able to do first slash. Not close enough.
Literally just pokes you out of your OD and then throwing you in the corner right now after. I already know that's gotta feel so salty.
Yeah, no, Joe Brownie's definitely trying to play very, like, more defensive style, trying to run away with these minions, trying not to stay too close, because that will allow Kensei to just do so much pressure. Not necessarily having Wild Assault now to, you know, more, I guess, Season 3, Season 4 strings that Kai's kind of more, you know, used to these days. But now we do have the half meter to be able to at least maybe hold down a bit of the pressure. I'm not seeing it just yet. Oh, the minion recall not necessarily doing too many favors.
Not at all. Trying to use the super for the minion. Able to use it to secure the round too. Okay.
Definitely very good use of the meter there for the minion super.
But look at that meter usage coming out from Kensei too. Able to wall this all into the corner. There we go, getting the anti-air.
Oh, Joe Brownie trying to go for some crazy Jacko attack right there, but unfortunately minion not being low enough to catch the button there. Now Kensei being able to hold down the corner very comfortably here is going to break it with a DP.
Kensei already coming out with the first win. And again, I pointed it out before, Deep Freeze, but you see Kensei's name there, buy her stickers. That is literally Kensei's mission with this Matcherino prize pool. Again, exclamation point Matcherino in the Twitch chat, but that's their mission. They're buying stickers for their partner. That's what they're doing tonight.
I mean, hey, that's definitely a very, that's nice. That's nice. That's really cool. Okay.
Duel 1.
No, it is. It's very admirable to be supporting your partner like that, and I imagine that Kensei is just going to be doing everything they can to have it, especially bursting here to get out of this pressure, but then right back in it.
Man, the minion pressure being so much for Kensei to handle now, which, I mean, this is just kind of Jacko's madness. Once she gets her plan started, it's so much to deal with and so much damage that we're seeing coming out here. Now with the wall break with super, giving Joe Brownie the chance to set up minion here, and is going to just back up and choose to use the minion for pressure, but the DP definitely at least giving Kensei another fighting chance at not having to deal with all of this.
BRC from both sides coming out though. Joe Brownie is winning that engagement though and keeping Kensei in the corner. There we go. Lowe's able to open it up and Joe Brownie is going to be the one in the lead in terms of the rounds.
You got this!
Definitely, Kensei just having such a different amount of like outcomes in this match. Seemingly only one match different. What happened? Why am I suddenly getting hit by all these minions? That's just kind of the Jacko process. You know, you start to underestimate Jacko because you start winning these interactions, and Jacko just finds a solution because that's how uniquely the character can be played.
It's like how I was talking with Kumo before. It's one of those sleeper characters that can come in and absolutely decimate you. But look at this, already able to get a nice anti-air, leaving Joe Brownie in the corner, and another OD is going to secure life still here for Kensei.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Kensei, despite getting absolutely dominated that first round there, is still not out for it just yet, and is going to try to close it out here. which we're seeing some of the solutions being found here, but Joe Brownie definitely still trying to be slightly defensive, trying to go for the dust there, but unfortunately Kensei did not get it. Is going to break the wall here. Kensei, after a hard knockdown, the shock state being on him.
Oh my goodness. That gets blocked.
No!
That gets blocked. That's not going to be good for Joe Brownie. That's going to take him out.
It's a
Dang.
hit grab. It's so deceiving. You would think, for just a little second, you would think that that's not a hit grab. But unfortunately, when your opponent's expecting it, they can just hold back. And the yield that you get off of just simply blocking that single super, it's always devastating to see as a Jacko.
I know. It's so unfortunate just being treated like that. Trying to use your OD to get out of the corner. You know it's a grab, but again, it still gets blocked. But my goodness, they clash with each other, but still, Kensei getting the engagement win. Ooh.
Despite necessarily getting that win there, Kensei was initially in the corner. I was just about to say it. Oh, just try to go for a backdash and immediately do a heavy slash. Oh, this time there, Joe Brownie actually getting the minion shield drop as they were initially trying to go for earlier, like I said. Oh, but now the corner being absolutely dominated here. Kensei showing the full power of Kai. But we're seeing Joe Brownie immediately pick the corner back with a grab. It is going to break the wall with the grab this time, saying you cannot block it. Ugh.
Oh my goodness, securing that wall break. Kensei's got to find an answer, especially after this hard knockdown. Trying to get knocked down again, though. The minions are putting in the work in the corner. Does charging up a little bit in order to secure another wall break.
Yeah, we're seeing just Kensei hold on to the burst meter instead of spending it. It's really good choice there. Oh man, but very good use of meter from Joe Brownie there to be able to stop any sets of counter hit there. Which very good use.
Absolutely very good use. We gotta find an answer as we're already sending so many projectiles in the corner, but look at that, Joe Brownie able to secure the Oki again with some more minions. We got the wall, and yeah, we're just gonna be using our overdrive. Okay.
Just now very close to losing it here. Joe Brownie having a chance to be able to get a point on the board and stop him being necessarily taken out just yet.
Joe Brownie definitely wants to stay alive. The minions being able to save her, at least for a little bit. But look at this, Kensei already coming back in. There we go, securing more. Odie coming out. Hard knockdown coming out too.
Okay. Seeing the minions being used so uniquely here, setting up minions on both sides with the immediate jab, just immediately desummoning both of them. Very scary spot for Joe Brownie here. Now having to hold down so much Kai pressure in the corner, and no! Not close enough for the heavy slash.
Oh my goodness, just backdash with the poke. That's what you gotta be doing with Kai. Again, you got so many far-reaching attacks, you can do that, especially DPing when you have so much pressure on you.
Definitely, Baker's Rust just continually being such a powerful move to throw out here, seemingly stopping all of Joe Brownie's pressure from both minions and Jacko herself.
But look at this still. The minions are still coming out to play. 2P though, gonna be able to save the life. And trying to DP just to get some air, you're getting punished.
Yeah, no, trying to be a little goofy there with the meter and DRC trying to fly across the screen. That's more of an ABBA-ism that I've seen, you know, ABBA can do, utilizing her very unique movement options, but never really seen it used for Kai though like that. Ooh, we're gonna open up with the dust there. It's going to carry over to the corner, but it gets bursted by Joe Brownie. Joe Brownie now trying to run away. Does get the minion. It converts over into the corner. This is going to be a hard knockdown with the super.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be doing so much damage and leaving the life gap so close. Joe Brownie's gotta take full advantage of their hard knockdown, but here we go at OD Fireball just getting jumped over. Kensei's trying to rush it down, has to watch for the minions, and they don't!
Oh man. Kensei just feeling that rush of, I can do this, I can close this out. Literally so close to being able to make that match just able to turn all the way around, but unfortunately it definitely seems like Joe Brownie, despite that health deficit, was able to just lock it in and close out the match there with the minions.
Duel
Oh
1.
my goodness, Joe Brownie literally coming up in clutch, but I mean, Kensei's feeling that rage right now. I can already tell. Look at this insane round start. Already got Joe Brownie in the corner and forcing a burst.
Yeah, no, definitely saying, hey, I don't like how that last one went down. I'm not going to let it happen again. Joe Brownie saying, all right, bet.
But still, they're using their burst right now. DPing in the sky, not going to catch Joe Brownie lacking though. Ooh, nice poke, nice poke. RC2 okay? Right?
Man, just seeing so much good pressure here. Kensei not even needing Wild Assault, just using general, just kind of drivisms to keep that pressure going with the many air dashes, many lows, and man, it's enough for Joe Brownie to unfortunately get opened up there. Now Joe Brownie in the corner once more with the Sensei on them, so it's going to be really scary to do much of anything. Oh no!
My goodness, there we go. Seeing another OD Fireball coming out. This is leaving Joe Brownie in a very rough spot. If they lose this, they're going to lose the entire set and be out of Breakout for the night. But they're not going down without a fight. As you already see, these minions are pincering Kensei right now. And there we go. Oh my goodness, there it is. The OD coming out.
Not necessarily close enough to wall for a break of any kind. It just does give Joe Brownie a really good shot at setup. But now we're seeing Kensei use that meter, this time trying to say, alright, I'm expecting that I can be able to close this out. Something that commonly you'll do if you're at this type of health deficit. Usually you want to save it for the next round possibly. Use the PRC to run in. Oh no, might be too high in the air. Joe Brownie with me and not allowing Kensei to close it out with a bar slash. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I was about to say, we got Unbiased Ear versus MomComePickMeUp. We gotta be watching this.
Yeah, a very interesting match here. Brownie versus Axel, both kind of like long-reaching characters where they want to look at those further actions and getting them where they can, and essentially kind of converting. More Axel focused on using meter in those instances, but here's Come Pick Me Up. It's kind of getting absolutely dominated here. But now, seemingly kind of an immediate turnaround.
Yeah, no. Trying to make a turnaround here as MomComePickMeUp, but you see coming from the sky, it's going to be Unbiased Ear already able to take a round.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Very crazy pressure there from Unbiased Ear, being able to approach from the air. MomComePickMeUp trying to go for maybe an anti-air option there, but unfortunately not pressing the button fast enough. This time finally getting out there and stopping the aerial approach. Open up regardless.
Really trying to keep that mid-range zoning capabilities for Unbiased Ear. Coming in with the Misfire PRC. This is going to be juggling. No, not for enough. It's going to be bursted, but still coming in the air and able to capitalize.
Oh, such a far range there from the super, being able to break the wall there. Giving now Unbiased Ear the chance to set up. I wonder if that was meant to be a safe jump there. Now we're seeing MomComePickMeUp just choosing to use this special there. Oh my gosh! The time stop super conversion! Now you can't burst this! The wall's gonna break! Ugh. Into the Axel Bomb. Not necessarily enough to kill just yet.
Oh, doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter.
Hey.
So
Literally.
I would like a new update from Arxis where they give Axel Low a gun and he just pulls it out and shoots you if you do the super input. And then puts it away.
I would also like an update for Axelo where it's just the world. Like from JoJo's, just the world comes out.
Yeah, just like do like a sickle, like just do that. Give him Deus Ex Machina, but Axel-ismed, and then that's it. Game's fixed. Axel's saved, and Axel loops. We got to get Bomber loops back. That too.
Yeah, or just make him a JoJo's. Just make him a JoJo's.
Duel 1.
Literally, if they JoJo Axel, that would fix his character tenfold. Well, unfortunately, no JoJo's just yet. Not able to be Kakyoin or friggin' Emerald Splash just yet. They're doing the Emerald Splash. Throw up the hard there. Now kind of Unbiased here. Seemingly playing around in the corner. Kind of expecting or waiting for MomComePickMeUp to do an option. But initially getting kind of opened up there from MomComePickMeUp was we're not expecting that little like kind of dash back and forth. Definitely looks like Unbiased Ears looking for interactions here, just kind of gauging what they can and can't get away with.
Absolutely, because you're already seeing Unbiased Ear rushing in with a missed liner. We're already securing another wall break and a hard knockdown too, because we gotta ask, where's my name?
Huge amount of pressure here, getting open up. Oh man, Unbiased Ear intentionally dropping with the intention of catching a burst, but MomComePickMeUp saying, I'm not gonna let you burst bait me, and holds on to it very prominently.
You had to face the
My goodness, literally getting the hard knockdown and just rushing you down again. Unbiased Ear is here to say a name, and that thing is, yeah, no, I just want to move on. I want to go back up to grand finals and re-challenge somebody from the winners finals. I want that money. I want that win.
I mean, hey, definitely really good thing to strive for, and no game intended. I mean, I'm sorry. It's like I keep forgetting the name of the game, and I say it, and it's like you could just say it. It's such a good thing. But that makes me kind of wonder what Rev 2 is going to be called. I like the Rev 2 of this game.
I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know.
Me and my friend speculated it's going to be called Guilty Gear Strive for Happiness.
Strive for happiness, or strive heaven or hell. I don't even know. I don't even know what they're gonna do.
Strive for hell.
Ooh, that's great. That's clean. That's clean.
Well, as clean as it might be, we are seeing even more cleaner play from Unbiased Ear here. Man, MomComePickMeUp not using this burst at all. Unbiased Ear taking full advantage of that and absolutely dominating this first round. One step closer to that match point to say, to being able to close it out and get themselves at that finals.
MomComePickMeUp. They have one last chance in order to make a reverse sweep. There we go. The sickles coming in clutch, and now we have Unbiased here right where we want them. Literally juggling the sickles back and forth, trying to go for our yeses. There we go. The burst coming out, but here we go. Unbiased here already jumping in and getting Cardo.
Definitely, if you close your eyes moment, kind of remembering kind of XR'd Axel with how you would have the stance mode that Axel had in that game, where you would just go bam, bam, low, high, low, high, low, high. And that was your whole combo. But here we are seeing MomComePickMeUp, not necessarily down for the count just yet, and is able to throw a command dash. Man, the command grab not necessarily landing just yet, as Unbiased Ear is able to backdash it. Which is a very good option.
Already seeing them come back in, another missed fighter, trying to keep it going, but you see MomComePickMeUp, they want to keep the distance. PRC to YRC in return, you're still getting slashed, and you're down, and Unbiased Ear is going to be walking away, going to those loser semis with a clean 3-0. To make our way out of bad situations with that, but either way, let's see how this starts off, and already Matt coming in clutch to keep the distance. Okay. No, Fireball just keeps getting stopped by those mats. Definitely the best move that Momo just keeps using match after match. Already just trying to dash in. Kensei getting knocked down for it.
Oh man, we're seeing really good pressure here. Which, I mean, Baiken, very unique with her pressure strings. I mean, we're seeing, unfortunately, just barely outside the range of it, but with the intention of catching your opponent, trying to get out of these moments, trying to get out of that pressure. But Kensei just is very quickly turning it around in the corner here now. Absolutely, oh my gosh, dropping there is wild. Oh, but even more wild to miss that.
Oh my goodness, you literally just brought Kensei right back in, right in front of your face in order to secure a wall break. You're 1 HP, but you're still making it out alive, able to win the air interaction. It's already so close between these two, already going down to 1 HP in the first round.
Yeah, but Johnson was definitely very scary earlier, and now we're seeing the immediate lock-in here. Which, I mean, gotta, oh no, the DP getting blocked there, which is very good. Just immediately break the wall here, not being able to be blown up to the ground to use super, just choosing to opt to jump up and break with the dust.
Oh my goodness, yeah, no, Kensei just keeps getting punished for those DPs. I feel like Momo just keeps waiting for them. Oh, gun super, not gonna be able to connect.
I almost want to say, just do it again. Like, I really feel like Kensei pressed immediately after that. That would have probably connected if it was done just again. But now, because unfortunately that opportunity not fully taken advantage of, Kensei was able to turn it around just as quickly and get themselves one step closer to being able to get out of this quarterfinal.
Trying to see Momo rush it down. There we go. Able to grapple Kensei in and try to set up in the corner here, but the fireballs are being respected. Okay, dash it from the sky. There we go. Setting up with a mat combo. Just keeps hopping in front of Kensei's face. They cannot set up.
Yeah, no, Kensei definitely trying to, feel like they feel around this match. Feeling like they're realizing where they can and cannot press, but then getting opened up here by Momo. Which very, very kind of odd situation to be put in. As the pressure in this situation. We're seeing how much pressure is being put out, how much damage is being put out, and just how much health is between these two. And the Usansen, he's gone out there twice to open up, no burst to save. Kensei dying for it. Nice closeout.
Especially because, again, you saw there, it was 1 HP. Momo just keeps getting these wins, but it's always so close between the two. And Deep Freeze, I feel like if this trend continues, this might be another set that could go to a Game 5.
Very possibly so. I mean, am I a demon? Maybe. Akuma. Can't believe it. Yo, wait, dude, if they added Akuma instead of Lucy from Cyberpunk, this game would have been saved. I'm sorry. I gotta stop.
Tekken players are literally getting, like, more flashbacks with you saying that.
Hey, Demon flipping Guilty Gear would not be as crazy as people think it is.
True. It would fit more than, like, Akuma and Tekken, how much they broke that game.
Which, I mean, hey... speaking of whole different games, we should not be. We're immediately into this next match. Momo initially holding down some really good pressure there, but immediately Kensei is taking it all the way back and now flipping it around. But just as I say that, Momo getting the tether on, but oh man, just as quickly losing it, not being able to continue to take advantage. With Sensen being able to open up there, no burst to stop all of this damage. Is just going to use the RC to convert all the way to the corner, is not able to close it out.
Not at all, because you also see here Kensei. There we go.
Install. Oh my gosh.
This is going to be opening up.
Nobody ever sees this.
Boom! The Dragon Install has to clutch here. At least Chip. There we go. Gets a fireball in.
Crazy work there. Which Kensei in the Dragon Install, a very, I would say rare, but very unique form. It's not commonly seen because of just how much can go on and how kind of odds you have to use that conversion to get it safely without getting punished for it. Which you have to be at a certain health deficit to be able to do it. So you have to basically be risking getting punished or being able to do it in a combo.
Oh my goodness, though, getting in with that little hop air dash, but still getting blocked out by the mats. DP in the air, yeah, that's definitely going to be juggling for a good corner combo, but the reversal's coming out? Yes, it is!
A drop from Kensei, who was expecting to get some more pressure there. Instead, got hit by the reversal super, and Momo is able to convert it into a full combo. Like you said, this tug of war once more. Very close just for both players. It could go either way.
We gotta be watching out for those reversals. Kensei gotta find their way back in. Gets one fireball to connect, trying to get in from the air and shimmies a little bit to secure the hits. Okay, wait a minute though. We're seeing Sanzumomo coming back out, trying to grapple to secure their opponent, but again, these far-reaching hits from Kensei are coming in clutch. RRC, we might be going for a good wall break.
Very good wall break indeed. Not necessarily getting a hard knockdown, so this does give Momo a chance of some counter pressure. And counter pressure it is. Kensei has burst, so they can use it here. And immediately using the PRC to try to jump back, expecting possibly a burst there. To catch it with potentially the dust. Man, Kensei just choosing to go for 2B there. And then going immediately to a far slash. Very good spacing and pacing from just both interactions there, allowing for Momo. Sorry, not allowing for Momo. My gosh, allowing for Kensei to be able to close it out, and Momo, unfortunately, not being able to get their way.
Yeah, Momo not being able to get that win. Kensei is starting to make a comeback, especially again using those far-reaching pokes, especially able to just catch that momentum and get it going down for Sanzumomo. But how are they going to adapt to Kensei coming up here?
I mean, honestly, just kind of with how both players are playing right now, it is going to be very interesting to see the adaptation, because what more can really be improved upon except just expressing a little bit more patience for Kensei's, runner reaching buttons. Which, I mean, hey, that lack of patience there actually really benefiting Momo, which is a really good choice to use to press there instead of choosing to let Kensei just set up the lightning into this corner.
And there we go, another OD fireball going to secure the wall break. Sanzumomo gotta find a way to come out from this very hard spot that they're in, able to get a few combos going. There we go, Matt, in order to secure the defense break. BRC 2. Ooh, the poke
dash, really close there to catching the poke, but unfortunately not enough minus frames.
Now we're seeing Kensei, they're feeling a lot better right now, DPs, especially being able to anti-air with the fireball while rushing the way into the corner and burst in the back, but the DP's in the bag too!
Oh, Kensei was so locked in, but 1 second delay unfortunately did not allow for a crazy punish there.
But either way, they're still making it out alive. Okay, make your way back in. Trying to poke right now, but just being a little patient, but getting swept though. Sanzumomo trying to make their way back in.
Walk into the corner. Momo not setting up with the mat. This is going to kill.
As I said before, it's going to be back and forth. Every single game we've seen before has just been going round for round, ban for ban, and now you're seeing how patient both of these players are facing.
Yeah, and I mean, we're seeing how Momo's, both impatience and patience is starting to pay off very heavily here. So, definitely trying to express it more against Kensei. But Kensei, recognizing this, is choosing to turn up the offensive, is taking absolute advantage of Momo's now kind of patience, having to try to anticipate the scene. But man, the DP attempts are too high in the air to catch. This is going to give Momo a huge chance.
Huge chance indeed, but here we go. Dragon installed for Kensei. Gonna be very good in order to set up a little more fireball, just getting through that defense. The burst coming out though for Momo. They got a block. Oh, they get that open.
Oh my gosh! Kensei definitely feeling like they have a lot more pressure here. No! The DP whipping once more. Ah, that's so detrimental for Momo being able to just see that and go, yup, I can just. Nope.
Oh my goodness, I already know that's gotta feel painful. Seeing that DP coming in from the air might have been a misinput, but it definitely led to your demise, as now Momo could be walking out of this with a win. Kensei's gotta figure out a strategy in order to get these next 2 games.
Hey, Medusa's spitting facts in chat though.
Oh, really? They refuse to put Jam into the game. How can they not add her by now? It's like Street Fighter excluding Chun-Li. Yeah, that's true. I can see that argument.
Imagine.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh, we won't have to imagine the amount of damage done to... Oh my... Kai keeps showing why he's the warrior from the Gear War. Oh my gosh.
Literally fought on the front lines alongside Cliff and Soul, and showing just how strong they are. Already taking that round very swimmingly against Momo. Okay, already starting out with some crazy damage too. Already got Momo again in the corner, but the DP gets bursted.
Oh yeah, how many Guilty Gears has Jam been in? All of them, bro! Besides Guilty Gear 2. Nobody played Guilty Gear 2. Nobody played that game. And if you do play that game, play StarCraft. And here we are, Kensei being able to lock in here once more, taking full advantage of the amount of pressure Kai can put out. Not necessarily having any sort of hard knockdown, but does not need it. Being able to once more use that far slash to catch the backdash. Momo, trying to have that spacing, trying to give that respect, but that's really kind of what Kensei is now looking for, expecting that level of respect to continue to be shown, which, I mean, once it's taken advantage of, you can see how powerful it can be.
Absolutely, because now we're getting into, I predicted it. Commentator's blessing. We are going to be going to a game 5. I could feel it, especially after those rounds, how close they were in just the first game. I was like, okay, we are definitely seeing something happening here.
Let's rock.
I mean, hey, all the more for it because we get to see infinitely more matches, and this means for both players, infinitely more chances to be able to adapt to either player. I mean, I don't know. There's definitely very close between Momo and Kensei here. Both are seemingly locked in. This time, unfortunately, Momo not getting the reverse receiver there, and Kensei being able to only go on the counter offensive, taking advantage of it with their tether too.
But still getting away with some lows. RRC combo gonna be putting Momo in the corner and actually going to be forcing a burst.
Definitely very rough there in terms of resources, but Momo not necessarily needing to worry too much as they're currently very much holding down the corner here. He was about to open up with Dust, but instead gets Kensei's burst in return. Kensei once more kind of using that burst preemptively in the first match, expecting to be able to close it out without it, which I mean just might be able to with the wall break here and into the DP.
Kensei now sitting on match point. They gotta come out on top here if they want to continue in Breakout, and they're already doing so with a lot of these low conversions, seeing the combos coming out, trying to continue, but can't break this defense. Look at that guard bar. It's going down now, but it was very high.
Yeah, no, just Kensei kind of showing the moments where, when you don't have Wild Assault, you can't just keep down your high pressure when you start getting further and further away from your opponent. Something Momo was able to take advantage of shortly there, but now Kensei getting the knockdown is going to sub, but gets parried.
Okay, very good for Momo trying to make their way back. Still uses the burst. This is literally their last chance, so you gotta use it here. Just has to find a way. The mat maybe feigning something. There we go. Able to convert off the air. We're about to get the wall again.
Yes.
Last game, last round, last everything. That's exactly what we're in. Another situation.
Definitely so good for Momo there, being able to just use that meter, being able to close it out. But Kensei now taking all the way back, saying, "No, I'm just gonna take all this health back." It's mine.
Really just not
the
even
back
matter.
dash getting caught. No burst to save. This is going to be so much damage. Now Momo having to make such a huge comeback in terms of health.
Literally has to make something happen here. Momo has to go on such a big spree, but getting RRC'd and oh my goodness, literally just getting 5P'd right after that. Kensei. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, and just as seemingly Lucy is giving us a match too.
Maybe Lucy ain't so bad after all.
Oh my gosh. Well, seeing now finally some matches here. MikeSaftig and Adami probably both so happy to finally just start pressing buttons and not have to be dealing with the server change anymore. Immediately we're seeing some really good soul kind of jank this there, being able to BRC and immediately go for the aerial option. But Dami grabbing out of the air and being able to now just run down and hold down this pressure here. Man, getting a really good grab there. Overhead and straight into the super, not wasting any time. Immediate hard knockdown.
DomiWurld really just wants to end this off right now. Both of them having positive, rushing in. We're already seeing MikeSaftig just saying, nah, I'm getting that wall break. And we're just seeing a tie in this life lead right now. BRC maybe able to break defense. Nope, it's just securing a throw into RRC.
Very much indeed. Which to quickly answer your question, Medusa, no. They does not necessarily need to eat food to be able to refill the food meter. It will just naturally fill up. But when you eat food, it actually gives you either a plethora of move property buffs or, well, it just fills your meter. So it can, or sorry, it does both, but there's still this man, we're seeing the absolute amount of pressure coming out from Dami here, being able to break the wall there. MikeSaftig having to find some answers here to be able to stop this onslaught of pressure. Seemingly coming continuously.
Let's do this.
BRC coming out too, but still defending in the air. DomiWurld needs to find another opening. Guard crush, not giving it. There we go, but it just still forces a burst. MikeSaftig down and out right now, getting kicked over and over. Maybe trying to do it with a weak driver. Just wild assault your way in. Find your answer. There it is. Boost stomp.
And I mean, unfortunately, MikeSaftig not necessarily knowing how to immediately deal with the amount of just going on. I mean, seemingly we're seeing this BRC and then immediately following up in the air, just not letting any chance to breathe or even get out of the corner. And that's so hard for Soul Bad Guy, who has kind of, I would say, limited options. But in terms of, movement, you have to be careful, because if you do a committal move to try to get out of the situation, you can just very easily get caught. Something that Domi is looking out for. Oh, but now we're seeing a bit of a whip on the bar slash there, now giving Mike a chance to actually go on the counter offensive. We're getting open up there initially with the guard break, now being able to push it way back.
There we go, getting another nice low. RRC gets bursted though, and into the corner too.
Yup, just convert straight into the super. We're seeing Domi not wanting to waste any of that meter or any of the chances here, getting absolutely as much damage as it can as quickly as possible.
Yeah, literally just saying, I had to wait for so long, but now I want this. Another Tyrant Barrel going to secure another wall break, just taking so much health off of MikeSaftig, and they can't get their way out of the corner.
Oh, trying to go for the DP, and unfortunately getting blocked there. Domi now being able to go into this next round with the match advantage. It's really good here, at least though MikeSaftig is sitting with a burst, so in the chance that Domi does turn it around, it's not necessarily too over, but oh, good grab.
Absolutely great grab. Getting DP for their troubles though, but we're trying to hit some lows. MikeSaftig trying to make their way back in though.
Ooh, choosing to go for the fake gunflame, which does allow Domi to just kind of sit there and anticipate a projectile, but unfortunately the projectile to come out. MikeSaftig starting to find a little bit of a groove, but Domi's still just unfortunately 2 steps ahead in this dance.
DomiWurld already got MikeSaftig back in the corner. BR seeing it, not able to follow up, but wait a minute, getting thrown back! Oh my goodness, okay.
That was definitely a very good choice of options there. Being so high up in the air, does kind of close out some options that Sid could do, but just as quickly as that aerial approach was attempted there, Domi was anticipating just the landing and was able to put on even more pressure, which, man, MikeSaftig's got to start finding answers, because like Happy Chaos, it's taken him 10 years to find the answer here for something. But he just might forget about it in 2 seconds as the next match starts.
Already getting swept though, trying to make a difference against DomiWurld, but getting thrown again for their troubles. We're back in the corner, and Elkhunt is trying to get some Rekka, but not going to be able to get it.
Man, Domi's playing so well here. The immediate side switch into anti-air. So much here. MikeSaftig now holding down the corner prominently, finally in a good spot that Soul wants to be, and is able to just keep holding it down. Domi not finding a way out just yet, and able to use this super. Yes!
There we go, able to make a comeback, finally putting DomiWurld in their place. But I imagine they're going to be trying to, there we go, already forcing a burst.
Yeah, very much said. Remember who taught you that move, boy. Which, man, being humbled very quickly there, but Domi not out for the count just yet. Like I said, lore match more than anything. Said all right then, monkey see, monkey do.
Yep, just using the Tyrant Barrel right back to say, I learned it from you, and I'm going to make it even better. Dust going to be able to continue that combo. Another Tyrant Barrel, and we're sitting on match point.
Man, Domi's so locked in right now. Mike's definitely got to do something and not allow for this to continue on.
Especially with DomiWurld bursting. Ooh, tries to do the beat driver. Can't do much more off of that. Has to stay alive.
Ooh, the follow-up being able to stop any chance of a punish there.
So back and forth.
Oh, the 16! Oh no!
Oh, we're riding the lightning. Oh, this is going to be devastating.
Into the corner, man. Oh.
I already know if that forfeit happened. Oh my goodness.
And a good grab into the corner, just non-stop pressure, getting opened up by this close slash. I do believe this just might be it. Yes, Donnie being able to close it out there. Winner's final will be moving on to Kudu. You just punch him in the face.
Yeah, and who better to know your gameplay than your literal partner? Like, they're gonna know it. Ooh, already forcing the burst. Okay.
Now flying in with the Mojo Art. Oh, the BRC down! Oh my gosh, Unbiased here using the meter so uniquely at the very start of this match.
Already putting Kensei in the corner. The slide's going to be doing nothing. Has the card missed. Finer going to be opening a lot of this defense. Needs just a little more. There we go. Already breaking the wall and securing a kill.
Duel 2.
Matches can just go that quick with these types of characters. Such high damage, high conversion rate. It can do so many different things off of little interactions. So it's always important to play so carefully here, play so patiently, because all it takes is one opening from either or.
Absolutely. Look at that nice anti-air securing the OD. Okay, not going to be breaking the wall, but at least going to be keeping him on it.
Oh my gosh, these matches getting absolutely insane. I have to get more water. Ugh.
I mean, that's how it gotta be. Your throat gets sore, and it gets even more sore, especially when Kensei is making the run from west to east coast, but still can't break the wall.
We're a short hop there from Kensei after playing KOF for some reason, but it does work either way. Unbiased here, not necessarily pressing, and this is going to be a full wall break here. Kensei not necessarily too close to being able to use super just yet, but now is able to use super like, no!
Back the burst! Literally back the burst after rushing down with the misfighter. Okay.
Honestly, ride the lightning straight forward might have been an option there. But unfortunately, because it was not necessarily explored, that does allow for Unbiased ear to see that DP, said some, and just immediately went on the pressure or counteroffensive, which, man, that's how it is sometimes. That's just how it is.
Yeah, that's how you gotta put it. That's just how it is. But either way, 2-1 getting right back into it, and already forcing a burst from Kensei.
Oh my gosh, meet him in the air with the punch. Now fully converting all the way to the corner here. It's gonna break ball. Put the name on it too.
Johnny Cash, oh my goodness, already taken half that HP bar. Unbiased here just wants to get this over with. Ooh, nice slide in though. Kensei's making their way back out, but getting 2P'd for it. Oh, and from.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Unbiased has been showing continuously, as we saw from Kensei kind of short, a little bit earlier. Man, these 2Ps not being afraid to be thrown out to interrupt a lot of these pressure screens from every character on the roster. I mean, it works almost universally depending on the situation. Which the DP there coming out, stopping any sort of card pressure, which does Unbiased, not necessarily for a full conversion the first time around, but this time around does get a full conversion. Still holding on to first.
RRC2, there we go. Unbiased ear able to make their way back out. Trying to continue the string, gets the drop though, has to find a way back in. They're both so neck and neck right now. They slash, but in the end, the Mistfinder is going to find the kill.
That felt cinematic.
Yeah, it did. Literally, you saw them clash. That was insane.
That was absolute insanity there.
Oh my goodness, and what's even
But
more,
now we're seeing
Kensei.
Kensei is holding down so well here, doing dive and violating so much in this entire string. But man, Unbiased ear holding down the defense so solid there. Uh-oh, we are seeing a little bit more of lag. Eventually, Unbiased ear thinking to kind of like, okay, wait a second. Well, after we saw what happened earlier, hey, take what we can. Please. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, got him on the wall, getting 2P though, we gotta find a way to make him out alive. Oh my goodness, there we go, Unbiased ear, still on the wall right now. Okay, nice, wall assault, keep it going. Oh yeah, no, we're taking this.
Hard instead of choosing to break the wall. There is absolutely wild work from Unbiased ear. I mean, that just kind of goes to show how much Unbiased ear's in Kensei's head right now. Just absolutely playing around in there, saying, okay, I can try to go for this, I can try to do this. Kensei, though having options to punish such a ballsy move, not necessarily knowing that that was even going to be an option explored. So this is going to be one very tough round for Unbiased ear to pull off to close it out here, because we are seeing Kensei adapt and seemingly overcome some of these tribulations they're running into. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see how the approach is going to be going forward. Is Kensei going to be able to lock it against this insanity that is Johnny?
Just gonna have to find out, especially because Unbiased here still trying to find their way back in. Faultless defense, though, able to do so much to stop this. Woo! Still coming back in. Misfiner coming in clutch, sending you right back into the sky with the card too. Okay, nice opening. Oh yeah, no. This is gonna be doing a lot of damage.
Unbiased here done set up the conditioning he was gonna grab by walking forward with the micro walk, and then just that backdash was dastardly. Kensei just absolutely not understanding anymore. You see the super jump attempt, trying to see if there's a possibility to get out of the corner through the air, but now Unbiased here just following up, chose to meet him there with the air-to-air, and now getting one more chance at this match point to close it out.
Ooh, nice, able to make it out, but the burst coming out literally just gets, their fireball just gets killed by the Misfiner. That's absolutely insane.
It genuinely feels like we're watching a cutscene, but like played through the game.
Literally watching it, people actually playing as the cutscene's going out. Ooh, coming their way back in, but getting thrown for their troubles though. This fighter too.
Yup. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Unbiased here trying to go and dash in, possibly looking for a grab this time around, but unfortunately Kensei looking straight for that type of interaction, was able to turn it around. Not down for the count just yet.
Not at all. Literally backing up though, just literally playing patient. Kensei already rushing back in, but Unbiased here trying to hold it down, but keeps getting outzoned by Kensei.
Yeah, Kensei's spacing, we said earlier, very, very great on that. So, you know, don't mess around with Kensei once you start to get in the zone. It can be very scary when, you know, Johnny, who's trying to also play within that same sense of a zone, can't do that.
Either way though, I'm surprised that Unbiased here didn't go for an OD in order to secure a hard knockdown. They have the bar for it, but still, they went for the Wild Assault. They have the corner pressure right now. Has the Misfiner. Wild Assault again, okay. RRC2?
Use the
Another
flex
one?
shield! Use the flex shield! No! No! They added the mechanic. Ronaldo walking down the street with a soccer ball in hand, and now he's fighting Terry. Like, this is just violence.
Bro, I don't even know.
Much like violence in that game, we're seeing violence here. Currently, Johnny versus Soul. Two of the most powerful people technically in canon. So it's really fun to kind of see this now.
Especially seeing, there we go, Wild Assault coming back in too, okay.
Very good use of the bandit leader. I mean, it's holding down so much of the pressure here and being able to keep the wall. But now we're seeing Unbiased here slowly pushing out, but unfortunately not necessarily getting the DP there.
Okay, nice, being able to air dash their way back in. Misfiner coming in clutch a lot for Unbiased here. There we go, guard crush 2.
Run up with the, oh no! The run up gunplay not doing a favor there, as the reversal super was an option to throw out. Now Unbiased here is fully pushing towards the corner. Their card is on the ground, but the card now is gone.
Goodness, such back and forth between these two, but wait!
He jumped already! No! When I was not gonna say anything, I said, wait, he jumped. Oh no!
Oh my goodness! Oh, counter two on the Misfiner! Looks like Unbiased here does not care that they were getting slashed out though. There we go, getting the OD! Ooh, okay. Already trying to run in. MikeSaftig just trying to make their way back to the corner. PR Serial knocking them out of the sky!
Yup. Carry all the way to the corner here. Unfortunately, not necessarily getting the heavy slash there, which is very unfortunate. This is giving Unbiased here a whole chance to get the corner. Oh my gosh! And it is going to kill. That's going to be doing a lot of work and tying up the rounds 1-1. Both of these players going back and forth on each other, but you see how much Unbiased here wants this win, especially being able to make it back up to winners while assaulting in and everything. RC, wait a minute.
both of them are just doing so many strings against each other, but not able to break their defense.
Yeah, literally. Like, Unbiased here and Mike both showing such huge... Oh, man, as I speak, getting that good grab. Using the flex shield there to actually get Mike out. Very good option initially, but unfortunately Mike being able to get right in. It is going to break wall first. Getting the hard knockdown. Might see a possible safe jump in. Uses BRC to stop any potential options from Unbiased Ear there. Unbiased Ear not being able to recognize and getting DP for it. Which, man, MikeSaftig
wasting my time.
One close, one stop. Oh my god. Stop being so mean. Why is Soul so mean?
I don't know why Soul's so mean. I don't know. I don't know. But, I mean, they want the win. I imagine you'd be mean if you want the win. You'd be very aggressive.
Oh my gosh. Production, talk about business behind closed doors. Uncool.
Oh, you seen the Twitch chat? You seen the Twitch chat?
I'm about to just start shouting out people for the sake of it. Don't even play. Oh, but good close slashes there. Seeing so much hold down from Mike here. Is now just seemingly continuing to hold it down. Unbiased Ear respecting Voldemort for it, which is very good on Unbiased Ear to do so. But we are going to RC up here. MikeSaftig doing a full conversion. Not having this leader to do super this time now, but still a very good amount of damage. Oh, but man, just caught out of the air. It's even swifter. Even more damage coming right back their way.
MikeSaftig have to find a way out, but this misfinder is finding them a lot, especially working their way in, getting the throw in the corner. The card might be leading to some good Oki, but just forcing a burst. The RC, wait a minute! Oh yeah, that's killing. That's killing.
Very huge damage and very huge comeback here from Unbiased Ear. MikeSaftig starting out with such good offense there, and even kind of seemingly showing, okay, this can snowball, but just as quickly turned right back around.
There we go, secure the burst. Playing a little bit patiently though, able to get a little bit off of that too, and we just keep opening the defense of Mike. Oh, yeah, now we're getting the wall break.
Hard not being respected, unfortunately there for Mike. Unbiased Ear taking full advantage of that. Hey, this is so good for me.
Look at this, already rushing it down again to deep freeze. Get it a little more up the low.
Oh no! Because after this really expecting a misfinder there, but unfortunately misfinder not going out there to take the option for Unbiased Ear to make a whole different play. Oh, good tag. Oh my gosh, good PRCs all the way around! But no, that frame trap does not work if your opponent's waiting with a misfinder right behind you. Now Unbiased Ear making it 1-1, saying this is not going to be an easy crawl.
No. We are seeing Unbiased Ear. They want to make their way back up against MikeSaftig. They want to go back up to the Grands. They're both playing so well. Literally one of the last rounds we had, they were just going back and forth on the defense. It was like 20 seconds before any of them got an actual solid hit. That's just showing how even this is.
Just genuine insanity.
Duel 1.
It really is, and we're already getting onto our third game, and already breaking the defense and forcing a burst!
Yeah, no, round start burst there is going to be very detrimental for Mike if Unbiased Ear gets their turn back. Because when you don't have burst against Johnny, you really do get opened up and you stay opened up if that's the case. But now we're seeing a lot of the resources from Mike being used seemingly within not even just 30 seconds of the round. Which, I mean, hey, I respect it to an end, but, you know, Unbiased Ear definitely initially was sitting on more resources, but then having to use them themselves. So,
Oh, warping back though. We're seeing a lot of distance being created by Unbiased Ear, but they're making their way back in. Misfinder gets the opening, trying to use a little bit more for the Oki. Not able to get the connect, but still gets the overhead.
very good misfinder cancel there from Unbiased Ear, doing some Johnny-isms. Gotta respect it, dude. Ugh, man. The 2P, once again, just being thrown out there with no fear. Even if it's a trade, that health just only having to be one jab away allows for those types of interactions, those types of chances to be took.
Ooh, nice 2D at the start too to secure a knockdown. Okay.
Unbiased Ear was expecting to grab there. And MikeSaftig, like we saw with Unbiased Ear doing earlier, just choosing to opt for the backdash and immediate follow-up punish.
Oh my goodness, able to actually get that OD vanilla like that.
What was even... Mike was about to do something very wild with BRC there. Now choosing to jump up, using the branded ringer to hold down the pressure. Even RC to continue it down on the ground. Oh, gets grabbed by Unbiased Ear, who throws out the card. Now having to deal with that, but card not being respected. There's a lot for Unbiased Ear to possibly kill here.
Oh my goodness, the run back literally going from 100 to almost 0. It's so close between these two. It's neck and neck, and the dust is going to secure it. Just dust it out.
Yeah, there's so many different options that Unbiased Ear could have gone for, but just simply dashing up, that does immediately introduce a 50-50. I can either go low or I can go for a mid or even a high. And unfortunately, it did seem like Mike was expecting a bit of a low there, but unfortunately getting opened up with the tap dust. Very good option there from Unbiased Ear.
Very good option there, especially as they're putting MikeSaftig in a very rough spot. If Unbiased Ear gets another win, of course, they're going to be able to make it out, go to those grand finals, which I imagine they want. But if we want that, we got to be looking at the mix-ups that Unbiased Ear keeps creating. I see a lot of times we're using that aerial downward misfiner, especially after card, in order to break open defense. So we might have to counter that with whatever they feel is best. Okay, Wild Assault at the jump. Wait a minute. Okay, nice misfiner, or to keep yourself alive. Another one too, securing a throw.
Man, these cards are just continuing to basically ruin MikeSaftig's chances at being able to get out of this pressure. Because what can you do when the cards just slowly falling in front of you? You can try to press something, you can try to move away or try to even the backdash away from it. But if you don't respect that card, it can be so detrimental. But even when you do respect it, it can get really scary.
Really can, and look at this, already putting Unbiased here in the corner though. MikeSaftig, there we go, using the charge dust, another one. We're gonna be securing the, wait a minute, no, he's just staying there.
Mike's trying to set up, but Unbiased Ear is not a conditioned person. Unbiased Ear has shown in multiple instances that they are not conditioned enough to allow for that type of play. Well, MikeSaftig trying to go for it anyway, but unfortunately losing the round off of what could have at least been a wall break of sorts.
My goodness, that's gotta be so devastating for Mike. They're still making such a good show in this round, but now they're getting grabbed in the corner, and I imagine we're seeing more misfiners in a moment. Yep, there it goes. It's going to break it open, and we're securing that super.
This is giving such a huge health difference between the two now. Rather getting very even up now, which being with the advantage, getting that meter ever so slowly, being able to now utilize it in such a unique way with the PRC. Man, Mike just have to deal with so much of this and no burst to stop the onslaught. Unbiased Ear, moving on. Oh, did Mike just set? Oh.
And has making their way back up over and over. DomiWurld, though, they've only played 8 matches, but they've won 6 of them. And they got a lot of good results. Of course, this is their first grand final appearance over here, but they placed 5th at TNS 159 and 7th at the Geekly 53, which just happened recently. So 5th and 7th placements, always getting that top 8. Of course, get the Sin. So 75 win weight, 75 conversion. DomiWurld's feeling pretty good. They're in the grand finals. They have top 8 placements. So I imagine their Sin is going to be strong as heck here. But that doesn't mean that Unbiased Ear isn't showing out with some of their own stuff. Of course, seeing them on the Johnny Cash, which, as we saw before in their last match, the semifinals, was again that back and forth. We saw a lot of that rush down though coming out though from the Johnny Cash. Again, as I pointed out, finally in this losers final set, always able to make openings with the misfiner and card Oki from it too. But you cannot doubt the stamina that does come from the Sin. Always able to get hoof stomp. That's their own overhead, being able to rush in from that. And there we go. Here is Unbiased Ear. And we have 15 matches played. Again, they got sent to the losers bracket after the semifinals, down to the quarterfinal. Yeah, no, I'm right. 112 of them, so 80% win weight, 90% MP conversion. And first attempt, 10 for the first match point. This is their first appearance in the grand finals for Breakout, but they've also had a first place finish at the New Head FGC Extras 2 Miss Charlotte Special 10, which was just last week, and also first placed at Devil May Strive, a 2v2 bracket. So more stacked, I'd say, than DomiWurld, because again, this is just first after first after first.
Devil May Strive that's a wild name. I like that so much. But yeah, no, Domi's been definitely playing so solid here, and being at the grand finals on the winner's side only means that Domi needs to win 3 matches to be able to close it out. So as opposed to, Unbiased Ear, who's going to have to play a total of 6 full matches and win each of those matches to not only get a bracket reset, but to also win the whole tournament. So we're gonna have to see if Domi's able to continue to lock it down. Already seeing such a huge play, immediately using up Unbiased Ear's burst there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Immediately Unbiased Ear getting Domi's burst. I guess bursts are just like a bargain sale today.
They're both bursting, but either way, Unbiased Ear already setting DomiWurld flying and leaving them at a very good range for them to set up here.
Yeah, one thing I will definitely say that that Johnny has over Sin is that range, that far slash, or rather just even a lot of Giovanna reaching buttons generally, being able to keep either Sin out or punish Sin for trying to go for far away options that Sin has, and not necessarily to the same length or, effectiveness that Johnny has, but Domi making up for it by choosing to close the gap and not allow for Unbiased to continue to keep this pressure. And now able to break the wall immediately with super. No, it does not break!
Oh, they're fine though. They're keeping just enough range to get some nice stuff. Cannot go for the sweep, but keeping themselves alive. Trying to use the misfire of those Unbiased Ear, trying to make their way back out. BRC coming in and coming in clutch too. This could secure a wall splat into a super. No, we don't have enough bar.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Definitely rough to not be able to set up another hard knockdown there. Domi sitting so low and
Oh, screw your RC! Screw your RC! I got super!
Let's use the reversal!
Oh!
It does not matter! Oh my gosh! Oh,
Bruh!
was sitting on burst there, and I felt like Unbiased Ear knew that! And so using the reversal super to completely lock out the option of any sense of comeback was such a great move there. Oh, such a great play from Unbiased Ear, showing why they are trying to gun for that spot. And hey, like I said, 6 matches, make that 5.
Yeah, you only need 5 more to go to make it back alive, and you're already starting very strong. You're leaving DomiWurld just trying to scramble and figure out an opening, but they can't find it, forcing the burst for aggression.
Yeah, both players once again kind of seemingly trading these bursts, and Domi continually not finding these options or these windows. And I mean, Unbiased Ear taking all the more advantage of it. And now we're seeing that spacing. Once again, a reminder, Johnny having just such smaller reaching buttons, and then trying to look for anything, if anything. And man, just having the super this time to be able to break the wall for the hard knockdown. Not a good spot for Domi to be put in.
Domi has got to figure out an answer, especially because Miss Finer is already breaking them open again. Unbiased Ear is angry right now. They want this run back.
Hey, we've seen multiple different Johnny colors throughout the night. So, I mean, definitely seems like Unbiased Ear, just went back to the jellyfish ship, said, all right, I need new clothes made. And they was like, okay, I guess. And what's more, just like bust out the Trigon or Hellsing costumes you want to say. But we're seeing Domi making a very decent comeback here. Does have the meter advantage slowly building up, and they might just be able to break wall here with a kill.
There we go. There it is. Whew. Okay, we're staying alive right now. DomiWurld is still up.
Yeah, it's not necessarily just too over yet for Domi here. but even still, Unbiased here, not afraid to press. Once again, both players trading these bursts. I mean, I feel like one of them's got to hold on to it, just have the advantage over the other for a little bit, but it does not matter as we're seeing such huge pressure come out from Unbiased here. Domi immediately pushing back and carrying all the way to the wall, ever so closer to Super, now sitting on the meter for it, but using the RC to keep the pressure going. Unbiased here using their RC immediately get out of the corner, and now slowly moving ever so closer towards the complete other side. Oh man. Oh. Okay.
Okay, you know, Unbiased here really came to play tonight. You know, they saw what happened. They literally VOD reviewed that semifinals match that really took them out, and then they're like, okay, I don't care. I'm still gonna win this.
Yeah, no, Unbiased here kind of showing a very unbiased play style. I mean, like we were saying earlier with Mike, he's not conditioned. He cannot be conditioned easily. It takes a lot to get him into a mindset that is going to allow for you to take advantage of the player state of something. You know, Unbiased here is not afraid to press in a response to, not to counter press or even anti-air or just interrupt pressure stream. It's so crazy how much that can mess up Sin. Somebody who relies on your opponent to be scared like that, to expect the follow-up, to anticipate a grab or even just a run-up, or not run-up, but elk hunt into anything, which as we saw there, the elk hunt being interrupted with a super.
And we're still doing these lows. Unbiased here is still locking it in, but the Hawkbaker might make something out for DomiWurld. Oh, there we go, getting the beak diver, keep it going, dive kick. We got the wall. We're gonna be doing the super, we're eating good, and we're just gonna be doing a kick. Oh, it's here though!
Burst here is not choosing to spend it this time, which, I mean, good choice to hold on to it, because this is Unbiased Ears now match point, having only used one more very good round to be able to reset the bracket.
I imagine DomiWurld does not want that to happen, which is why they're already rushing it down. Tyrant Barrel, after eating, is going to be eating really good, as DomiWurld has the hard knockdown, is already taking full advantage.
Oh man! Oh, and gets... No! That's Sin! That's Sin for you folks!
Just Tyrant Barrel, over and over. That's all you need to do.
Get an opening, Tyrant Barrel.
Maybe just need a little bit of waking up to do on the side of DomiWurld, as they're already rushing Unbiased here down, or at least trying to.
Once more, kind of, both bursts unfortunately coming out. Now DomiWurld not necessarily having a layer of defense to hold onto, but does not necessarily need it, as they're the currently one who is dominating, breaking the wall once more. Man.
Very scary right now for Unbiased here, but they're just gonna get a grab. This could be really scary because it's not over until it's over.
With the low.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute! Tries to use the RRC over and over. Okay, we don't need super. We don't need bar.
Grab. Just go up and grab.
Wait!
No! It's Fist Fighter! No! He canceled it just as quickly, but the follow-up was able to catch him still. Domi getting a point on the board, not giving Unbiased Ear that easy road to potential victory.
Oh my goodness, DomiWurld! He scared me there. I saw that RTL get blocked. I was like, oh good lord, what's about to happen?
I can't. There's so much going on between both players right now. It's continuously hopping back and forth between seemingly Unbiased Ear holding down all the cards, and then Domi reminding us, hey, I'm in the winners finals. Why is that? What? No.
Oh my goodness, wait, literally, oh wait a minute, Beak Diver? Oh no, Misfighter. Boom, gets bursted? This is so tense right now. I literally feel how tense it is.
Move in incrementally. You've seen a bit of a drop there, but was able to at least connect with a low punch, which allowed for the pressure to continue. And now with no burst to be able to stop this, all this offense, Domi is now one step closer to being able to stop this threat that is Unbiased Ear.
One step closer indeed. I imagine they're trying to secure that. Needs to find again their way in though. Gets bursted.
Ooh, Unbiased Ear playing that burst a little early there, and now is giving Domi the whole range to absolutely go crazy.
Look at this again on the wall. It's going to be able to secure the wall break too. We're sitting good. Ooh, okay.
The car's out. No, Domi moved straight into it. Domi playing straight into Unbiased Ear's hands, essentially. Backdashing straight into that card and realizing too late. We saw the attempted jump out, but unfortunately not able to get out of range of the card. Oh no, and even the low whipping there. Oh, Unbiased Ear. Now on match point of the bracket reset. One more chance.
DomiWurld cannot allow Unbiased here to set up like they're doing. You has to force the burst right then and there, and we're just diving our way there. Hawk Baker gonna continue it with more stamina. Gonna be eating Iron Barrel. That's all we need. Okay. Okay, what's the mix? What are we doing? BRC! We gotta watch out!
Oh, gotta play so carefully here.
So scary, especially because while the assault just opens you up!
Getting opened up. No wall break though! Oh, it gets a grab! This is gonna be a setup for cards!
Card gets broken though!
Only moves out, no! Gets hit by the Star Slash! Which is going to free a bracket reset! Unbiased Ear, ready to take that pot!
Unbiased here, okay. They're cooking. They really are cooking. Going from the losers quarterfinals after being knocked down here from DomiWurld all the way to resetting that bracket.
Honestly, I would not be surprised to see another color switch right here. Just like Johnny taking out the Chaos Emeralds and going Super Johnny. Go yellow.
Go yellow. See the different...
Go yellow. We gotta see blonde Johnny. Oh wait, actually. I thought it through for a second. He is blonde.
Even more blonde. Platinum blonde.
Even more blonde Johnny.
If we see that, maybe we can see the Super Saiyan.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, because of the bracket reset, Domi does get their score also reset. So Unbiased here might have that transformation if Domi does start making a bit of a comeback. But that requires that comeback to be made. As we're seeing Unbiased here seemingly holding it down so solidly right now. Oh my gosh, strip that wall, hit that card. Oh man.
Looking at this gameplay, you wouldn't even think Ears coming from the losers.
For real, you would think that this is how it was supposed to start.
Yeah! You'd think the reset didn't even happen with just how much dominance Ear has on the field, but already DomiWurld tries to get something for that 2P. Can't find it.
Yeah, no, DomiWurld trying to go for more, unique Sin-isms. It does seem like Unbiased Ear might have a friend or somebody who plays Sin. Because, man, the amount of respect here from Sin's, many pressure tools, and then the many punishes following suit. Showing that, like you said, either that VOD was immediately reviewed or something, like this Unbiased Ear being next level. But using that BRC, trying to immediately hit down the ground, but unfortunately still gets caught out of the air. Domi looking for that type of interaction. Wall break being there.
Forcing the burst from Unbiased Ear as they're trying to warp their way back in. The card's still on the ground. Maybe could use, there we go, the misfinder forcing a burst though. BRC! So close. Didn't have enough tension in order to secure a super there, which could leave Unbiased Ear with a really good juggle. Oh, could not get it.
Anticipating a bit of something there, trying to go for the 2D. Unfortunately, Unbiased Ear too far. The BRC to chase the BRC. What a great use of meter there. Stop Unbiased Ear from being able to get away. Something that once Johnny gets to do, it's so detrimental for Unbiased Ear. Now making the score 1-0. Are we possibly going to see a full run through of just immediately 6 matches back to back, seemingly? I mean, actually, I should not say 6. Domi did get a point on the board at least. Are we going to see the continued back-to-back wins from Unbiased Ear? Is this Fury going to go unchecked? We have to see something come out from Domi here.
We really do, because Domi has not been... They've been trying to answer a lot of what we've been seeing from Unbiased Ear, but it hasn't been enough. Oh my goodness. Literally just keeps getting hit over and over, rushing it down again. Unbiased Ear. Oh, wait a minute, though. We're seeing some run back from DomiWurld, but getting thrown for their troubles. Card being set up. There it is, Misfinder. We have the corner yet again. Might be going... Oh, my goodness. Screw your Hawk Banger. I don't care.
That's my name.
Trying to go overhead already. Literally just such dominance coming out there from Unbiased here. They just need 3 more rounds and they get the win.
Yeah, seriously, Unbiased is just playing so well right now. Carrying all the way to the corner here. Doesn't have enough for super just yet, but does miss spine to the wall. Barely, like basically right there now. Utilizing it immediately for the BRC to set up more pressure. Oh my gosh, moving DomiWurld around the stage, right back into the card. Unbiased playing everything playing so well in their favor here. Immediately inputting that reversal super, catching Domi's attempt of pressure, pressing anywhere. Oh my gosh, he's looking for a burst!
Oh my goodness, looking for it but didn't find it, allowing DomiWurld to set up. RRC being wasted there. They're stuck in the corner. They're getting guard pushed. This could be the perfect opportunity for DomiWurld as they keep getting hit after hit and ride the lightning. That's going to be getting so much damage, especially a 4th hit too. Woo!
Definitely now giving Domi a chance at being able to stop this fury that currently is being shown by Unbiased right now. Oh, with the 6P to follow up with the immediate card into the new pressure. Oh man.
Boom, boom, boom. Try to do it. There we go. Misfinder. The card able to secure a guard crush. Hawkmaker though coming in clutch.
We're seeing some pushback from Domi here, but Unbiased here is seemingly unbudging in a lot of their displays.
Might try to force a burst too. There it is. Didn't put it in the bag though.
Ooh, bar slash tries to be thrown out there, but gets 6P.
Oh, nice hit.
The lack of respect is so wild.
I know we just need to find a good ender, but the Elcon is coming in. This could be detrimental for Unbiased here.
Now running out, Domi holding down the pressure. Oh, just trying to approach from the air. Unbiased here trying to jump up and grab. It's a far slash and is able to use Wild Assault to close it out there. 1 set away.
Literally just 1 game away from Unbiased here, able to secure Breakout Week 4 for Guilty Gear Strive. There's only 1 game that stands in that way.
It's so wild, the comeback all the way from losers to this point. Domi definitely having to breathe, just get themselves mentally prepared, because man, now Domi has to be the one to make the comeback. You have to win consistently twice now, actually thrice now, to be able to get back the chance at this pot, because this is now match point for Unbiased here. It only really, now at this point only takes 2 rounds.
And already getting burst in the quarter too. Again, you want to be staying alive here, but Unbiased here just keep rushing you down over and over. The burst though able to clutch up.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
You gotta be doing the thing. You gotta be feeling the hype. Okay, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Breaks open the defense. PRC literally just keeps having so much momentum against DomiWurld, but can't break it. There we go. Just 1 round. That's all we need. 1 round.
1 more round. Match point. Unbiased here. Oh my gosh. Domi not having burst. This is so scary.
Have to find an answer. DomiWurld
gets counter slash though. It's going to be a full conversion into super. This is going to break wall. Giving Unbiased here. Oh, so much of an advantage. It's now just the 50-50 at this point. Goes down the card, but gets air dash over. Domi immediately moving back though, unfortunately giving Unbiased here the exact positioning that they need. Oh no! Oh, now they're really getting up. Everyone's with the dust.
That's it.
Did you
That's
see what
it.
Did you see what he did there? He said, "I have the meter. I can